hello. I just be running. I just be running in and out of the door. How is everybody today on this great Monday? Okay. Something is freaking me out right now, but I'll figure it out. Oh, there it is. I will figure it out. Yes, I will. Anyway, I came in the door, ready to do our show for the single people, our coffee date people. I'm having a good old time but I'll be running. I'll be running in the door because I'll be late. Not all the time, but, sometime. But I should have been late because I was doing other things. How are you all today? And I am here doing my thing. And we have the coffee date day. We look at these people and say, hey, do they deserve more of a coffee date? Do they deserve more than the highlight that Kendra gave them? If they got a highlight, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But that's not the case. We are here to look back with a better discerning eye and see if some of these people belong on the coffee date or deserve more than what they got. So, without further ado, we have our coffee date people, right? Let's see. We have our coffee date people. Hold on. Here we go. Our coffee date people. Here we
go. Bring the camera up a little bit.
I'll just hold it.
Okay. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. All right. What's the name?
My name is Nicole.
You just told me that. Nicole, where are you calling me from?
Portland, Oregon.
So you was here when?
I think it was in 2023.
2023. Oh, that's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Really? You didn't know it was
old. For some reason, I'm thinking like 2021.
Oh, no, not that long ago.
So you have an update?
No.
Oh, hello.
Update, looking for somebody.
Okay. Well, let's take it from the top. Nicole, Portland, Oregon. You called me in 2003. How old are you, love?
I am 39, almost 39. 40.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a regulatory compliance analyst in banking.
You're what, honey?
A regulatory compliance analyst in banking.
Right.
Regulatory complaint analyst in banking. Do you have any kids?
No.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Hello, Reed.
So we got Nicole, Portland, Oregon, 39, regulatory complaints analyst in banking, no kids, never married. What's the zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo.
Let's do it, Nicole. What kind of man are you looking for, girl?
Someone who is honest, knows how to communicate, kind, has a sense of humor, enjoys traveling, and just likes having a good time. Someone fun.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Definitely inability to communicate is one of them. Cigarette smokers. Not looking for someone who is not in the United States. So they have to be in the U.S.
Right.
Okay.
And someone who's dishonest. Not too many deal breakers.
Okay. And
see, I'm not gonna say because she's overweight, she's having a problem finding someone. I'm not saying that because that can't be true. It's a possibility that it's true, but not necessarily that it's true. So we can't say heavy women can't find husbands or they can't find dates. We're not gonna say that. It's got to be something else. She got a high-powered job too. A lot of these women have these jobs that demand so much attention, they don't have room for a man. They don't have room in it for another person. Okay? So we can't say. More weight, less options, but that don't mean no options.
You look a certain way.
No real preference on looks, honestly. Taller than me. I'm 5'3", so I don't think that's
Yeah,
asking
that's
too much.
easy. I think shouts to other. I mean, 5'3". I feel like most people are taller than you. I'm 5'3". Okay.
Oh Jesus.
So 5'3".
5'3".
Taller than 5'3". So if he's 5'6", that passed the test.
Yeah.
Okay. Should you make a certain amount of money?
I would say maybe at least 60,000 a year. Just being able to like afford to be able to travel. That's really kind of the bigger things, and we don't have to stay at the luxurious resorts. You know, I know how to find a good deal. So.
Ooh, so she could find a good deal. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Sorry, my dog's like in the way.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
I will see you, girl.
I don't understand. If you look, I don't understand. If you are actively looking, and you know that you're a little overweight or a lot overweight. If you know this, why don't you take the time 6 months ahead of time and do what you need to do? I mean, look, ouch. Ouch. I was hoping there was a little hope on there, but ain't nobody looking for Humpty Dumpty. Ain't nobody looking for Humpty Dumpty. She got on black. She ain't got no shape. Hair all out of whack. She got a mole on her face. She don't look good above a 3. No distinguishing thing about her personality. Her job makes it so that she don't. I'm not saying weight is the problem. I'm saying you got other things besides weight. That's the problem. And you took all your possibilities down the tubes with you. Let's be clear. A made up, bad built body with a nice set of clothing on, a nice look, feminine maybe, with some earrings, would go a long way than this right here. She's a regulatory specialist. Which means she's doing a lot of maybe contracts and stuff like that. I don't know what the regulatory person does. All I know is you can be big and still look decent. That's all I'm saying. And she failed that test. She can have a nice personality, but the personality don't mean nothing with the job she got.
Okay, got you, boo. Do you want the guy to be in Portland, Oregon?
We ain't got that many up here, so he doesn't have to be.
So you want our guys to be black?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So that means would you relocate?
I'm open to it for the right person.
Okay, for the right person.
Yeah, I do own my home here, so it would be nice to stay in the area, but it's fine, you know.
Could the guy
all of her options are done. All of your wants and needs go straight in the back seat. All of your wants and all of your needs are kind of fucked up. You're going to lead with whatever this person comes and says. I'm not saying you're going to deal with everything that comes down the pike. What I am saying is, no, her job is a regulatory specialist. That's what she said. I don't know what they do. I don't know what that does. A regulatory specialist for a bank. That's what she said. So I don't know what that means.
could the guy have kids already?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm almost 40. Me having a kid, I'm cool, you know. So if he already has kids, it's okay with me. Probably no more than like maybe 2. And
Okay.
you know, and they must have a relationship with their child. That's my only thing. If someone has kids, you have to be an active father.
Okay. Now,
when you say what is wrong, I didn't say. I said there are some women that it don't matter what, you can be heavy or skinny and still be in the category of dateable. She's not. She's heavy and she ain't in the category of dateable. Okay, because she's not ready or anything to date.
Now, do you want kids, or you say you don't want kids?
I'm on the fence, but my biological clock is almost out, so I'm not tripping if I don't have any kids.
Listen,
Open to adoption
I know
as well.
people hate when I talked about this on the radio, but all ladies, if you want children, freeze your eggs.
She
and
perfect.
yes, I'm
Yeah,
saying it because we are in a new time. Excuse
absolutely.
me. See, back in the day, women, we wasn't working, child. We was baby machines. Okay, we was having kids. There wasn't no
Right.
birth control. Women was having kids at 21,
Y'all make sure y'all hit
19,
that like button.
18.
Okay,
Although that
please.
still happens, a lot of women who have careers, they're waiting till later in life when they're
I
more
mean, she said
situated
she a regulatory
financially.
specialist.
So freeze your
Regulatory
eggs.
specialist.
Freezing your eggs is going to give you the opportunity to have kids at a later date when you can meet the right person. I've meet the right person, so be it. But if you don't, you can always have that assurance. Now, do it cost? Yes, it costs. But y'all taking flights on vacation, y'all buying purses and expensive bags and all of that. If motherhood is something you really want to do one day, freeze your damn eggs.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'm cool with being the fun auntie. No problem.
Oh, okay, well, she don't care. That wasn't fun. All right, what was your last relationship, Nicole?
She ain't cool with that. She ain't cool with that. She ain't cool with that. She just ain't found nobody that want to get her pregnant.
I would say end of 2019.
2019. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Respectfully declined. My page is private. Don't like people in my business like that.
Okay. And 3 flaws you have to work.
Why would you even concern yourself about who being in your business? You ain't got nobody in your business. That's what you trying to do. You trying to get somebody in your business. I really don't understand that. If you looking for a husband or you looking for anybody, you looking for this, that, and the third, why would person, I get it, some people gonna make their page private. I get all that. But why would you make your page private if you looking for a husband? Why wouldn't you put the offer out there on every human being out there? Why wouldn't you do that? I don't understand. Why would your page be private? Hey, Black America.
Good afternoon. Hello, people of the chat. I think we, and Miss HQ, I think we got a little truth out of you today. I am so happy. I got a smile from ear to goddamn ear.
What?
I got a smile from ear to goddamn ear. You finally said it. A bitch is ugly and her options are few. You finally said it. You didn't say it like that, but I mean, you finally said it. I can't believe it. I might start drinking coffee now. I'm so happy.
I said
that the bitch was ugly and she don't have no choices. That's what you said.
Yes, there's options. The options are limited. The options are very limited for somebody who is overweight, somebody who is their face is less than a 3 or 2, and they are taking no time to dress themselves up in any way, shape, or form. She don't have no makeup on, no earrings on, hair not done. She's not concerning herself at all about trying to attract any person. So yes, her.
Okay, so I got a question for you. Okay, yeah. I got a question for you. Now you have seen me, right? You've seen me,
right?
Right? Do you think that if I met this girl, I would have any problem having sexual relations with her?
With her?
Yes, with her. If I flew up to Oregon today and just ran across her, do you think that I would have any problems having sex with her?
You would receive with her. You probably would receive some resistance, but it wouldn't take long to beat back the resistance.
Oh, like what? Like 40 minutes, an hour? Like what are you talking about?
Oh, I don't even know. Maybe. So not on the first date.
Yes. So this is when us guys are telling you about these women. Yeah, this is what we're trying to tell you, that women like this is the low hanging fruit that we're talking about. This is why I require to see Pam, because these type of women that he like, so I believe that all men are users, right? We all, as men, we all use women and stuff like that, tools for the things we need them for.
Right.
So a man like that just walking around picking up fruit off the ground. This is fruit that's already fell off the tree. You don't even gotta get a stick and knock this off the branch. This is on the ground with ants crawling over it. Then you just pick it up and blow the ants off and take a bite. That's what this is.
Right.
That's what this is. So
right.
that's what I'm telling you. I could go out at any time of the day or night, meet a woman like this, and she would be in her car, giving me head in 45 minutes, maybe 45 minutes to an hour at any time.
Say Jesus.
So I know it's harsh. So I just want you to think about that. Well, not about her giving me head, but I want you to think about.
But that doesn't mean she doesn't deserve to have a coffee date. Okay, you just find her to be low-hanging fruit. I'm saying she may be such a nice person or giving person that she does deserve a coffee date. You just don't think she deserves a coffee date.
I did not say she didn't deserve a coffee date, but what I am saying is she is on the other side of attractiveness, right? She's on the wrong side of attractiveness. So that turns us men into users, because I love Ed. So I would just look at her and be like, dang, I ain't had no head in like 2-3 days. Hey, what's your name? Like, let's go over here to Porter Subs and go get a sub and have her take me back to her car. Like, that's how simple it is. And I know it sounds harsh, and like a lot of women don't want to believe it, but that's what men keep telling other people
I believe
about
you.
these big girls.
I believe you. I believe there's men who can get away with that kind of thing. I also believe there's women who can get away with that kind of thing too. So I believe it. It just is what it is. I mean, we all land on that spectrum, and we all land on that line. It's some of us who don't have to do too much work, and then there's some of us who do got to do work. This is one of the females that got to do some work. She got to do some work. I'm not trying to be funny, but she is almost a little bit average. Almost. She's just fat.
What do you mean? What do you mean by average?
I mean, like you saying this happens every day. You saying women do this every day. Even the regular ones do this every day.
Yes, I'm saying that, but when in context with this young lady, what I'm saying is this is a girl that you meet at like a 7-Eleven, a corner store, or something like that, and you can have sex with her within the next few minutes to an hour. That's how and she doesn't have kids, so she's looking to have kids. So she is looking to have sex with any man with a heartbeat right now. Like, she like, oh, my biological clock is ticking. She'll pull under a bridge and have sex with a homeless man right now. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted you to see this is what men are talking about.
So we talking about this is the danger zone right here. Is this that danger zone they talking about where you be desperate?
This is no man's land. This is her age is no man's land. She is past the point of redemption. She walked so long with her head down, she looked up and found herself in the middle of actual hell. She's in the middle of hell right now with gasoline draws. There's no turning back for her.
That's wild. This is just you said she in the middle of hell with burning drawers on. God damn, this is where women don't want to be. This is where women don't want to be. If you get caught in this area and at this age, you should be on your body, face, everything should be on 10. It should never be right here. Ever.
Especially without any children. There's no it, when kids turn 3 years old, if the mom isn't back to her normal size, there's already a problem, right? You give them that first year to rest, that second year to be a mother, that last year she needs to start getting on the workout program because bitch, you've been a mom for 3 years now. You should know the program. It should be a sleep schedule and pattern, and like everything should be kind of getting back to normal. So that means that body needs to be getting back to normal too. So,
but it don't make no sense for her to have this body, this type of body,
without no children,
no kids.
At 40 years old, she has a problem with discipline. When men see this, we look at her and say she has a discipline problem. She can't push away from the table.
Right. And that's the problem. You know, she has many issues. This lady, besides the weight, she has many issues. If you take into consideration, she don't have no discipline. She don't know how to put herself together. She don't know how to attract a man. She's not one of those articulate people that know how to talk herself up on a man. Because you've ran into those kind of women, right? That know how to talk themselves up on a man. She don't
not if they're unattractive. If they're unattractive, and they're trying to throw it at you, there's still going to be that, hey, I'll give you a call at like 11:30 or 2:30 when I'm leaving the club type deal. You know, they still there, and you know you there for 45 minutes, and that's like with them kind of poking and prodding and trying to talk you into. But other than that, you still kind of, you know, like this is something that probably should be avoided. But just like she said, she refused to tell when the last time she had sex because, you know, she is trying to give that thing away so she can get somebody to come cupcake with her. You know, she want her booty rubbed on. You know, all y'all women like your booty rubbed on. She like her booty getting rubbed on. So she's looking for a permanent booty rubber.
Yeah.
You know, but nobody want to rub on something like that.
Lady.
For me, I will say that I need to be more. How do I want to put this? I need to say more of what I think. I think sometimes, like, I do have a flaw of being somewhat of a people pleaser, and I kind of bite my tongue more. So I need to like speak more of my mind, and without trying to like keep the peace, per se. Another thing is that I don't know. Sometimes I maybe need to sit my ass at home. I like to go out. I like to be around people, and so sometimes I need to spend more time at home. I'm trying to think what else. Sometimes I can be a little so either I speak my mind, or either I don't speak my mind, or I say too much, depending. So it's like
no.
Hey, pause it right quick.
She lied always through that. Go ahead.
No, she's definitely a people pleaser. Like I just said, men love head. The first thing she want to do is take you to the car and suck you off, right? I'm a people pleaser. That's what that means. And then I need to sit my ass at home, meaning I'm always going out looking for somebody to fuck with. I don't have nothing to do at home. I need to go out and have some attention and validation brought upon myself. Like that's exactly what this is. This is the fat girl that's all dolled up that's looking for a little action.
So you don't think that if you give out relationship, you don't give but you ain't giving out no dick. You saying head. This is all head.
No, I mean, so this is the whole thing about it. If a woman, even a woman like this, right? If a woman is sucking you off, you're going to end up having sex with her eventually.
Right.
Because Because they gonna start complaining. Oh, you just come over here and I just suck on it. So you gotta give them a little, you know what I mean? Just to
Right.
shut them up.
Right.
You know, hey, hear this dick, shut up. You know, and but most of the time, yes, it's you getting orally copulated. Hey, come up to my job right quick. Oh, just bend over right quick. Give me some head in the car. Stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's what.
And
And I know it's
this is how these chicks get pregnant. These are this is how these big girls,
that. That's
ugly
how they
girls,
get pregnant.
pregnant.
That's how they get. That's how they get pregnant. You go over there, drunk off of that Casamigos after the club. She starts sucking on you. Get on you. She 260 pounds. After you've been at with the Casamigos and she draining you, she get up there and start riding. You're not pushing her off so you could bust a nut. You're not putting on a condom. I already tell you, we all go wrong. You're not putting on the condom. That's how these big girls is ending up with these children. I promise you.
Mm. Wow. Wow. And so these ladies need to, oh, you need to watch yourself because 9 times. So you saying 9 times out of 10, if the big girl's getting pregnant, they getting pregnant and they probably raising these kids by themselves because you ain't trying to be in no relationship with her.
Well, the whole thing about it is, HQ, when you see women complaining about the baby daddies, they ain't shit, this, that, and the other, a lot of times
Right.
it is the big girls who are disgruntled, right?
Right.
Who wants to be like the niggas be denying the babies? Like, bitch, you fucking everybody. How I know that's my baby? The niggas are denying the babies. The
Right.
niggas are denying the women. It's because, like, you are community box. And I'm just going over here because I'm loaded or because you like right around the corner or because I don't have to drive. You will actually spend 40 minutes driving to me and bring me some food and bring me some blunt wraps and all of that stuff. So yeah, you can come over here and get this dick and then you go home. And that's how they have it. But then once you get pregnant, no. You know, we need to vacuum that bitch out. We need to get that Uber vacuum. And they be like, no, I'm keeping this joint.
Yeah.
Try to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how girls end up pregnant that don't, there's a lot of women who do that, who do what you talking about doing, get pregnant, and then I ain't giving this baby up, and then thinking that baby gonna keep you around or get you around or make you come around and do all of that, and it really don't. It's just she's the one that's stuck with the baby, and this lady can fall into that trap like that because she's single and she's lonely. But why? But reason why? Why do you think she's alone at 39?
Mostly because of her unattractiveness, because she is very unattractive.
Right.
She seems like a really nice girl, but I actually have been doing some soul searching this week, and I looked at it, HQ. As soon as we look at a woman, we know their attractiveness level, and you guys was right. We discard them as soon as they are deemed unattractive.
Right.
Soon as a woman is deemed unattractive, I was looking at women this weekend, and I was like, unattractive, unattractive. I was just ejecting the bitches. I was ejecting the bitches like I was James Bond, and they was in the passenger seat. I was kicking them out the car immediately. Unattractive. So yeah, so because of her unattractiveness, like I said, I would have to be off some tequila and some beer bottle goggles, and I'd have to be in a bad situation to shoot. A lady tried to get me like this. Where was I? In Omaha. I was at one of the fight clubs. She went to the store and bought an extra bottle of tequila, trying to get me to hump on her. It's bad.
Damn. And see, this is an example, a perfect example of the desperation, and this is the danger zone. Because she's 39. She wants children, but ain't nobody giving her children. She wants children, and she'll have children if you get her pregnant. She ain't using no birth control. So you humping without all that. not the most attractive woman. Maybe
No,
she could put
no.
herself together. I don't know.
And that's why I'm saying she is a head doctor.
Mm.
Niggas is aiming for the throat. Ain't nobody busting up in her. The only way you gonna get me to bust is if you use your mouth. We that we let that be known and we make it clear. And that's why when the lady R and F, we was telling them, no, we don't tell these ladies anything. This is a head doctor.
A head doctor. Oh,
98% of the time, 98% of the time, if she is seeing the dick, it is going in her mouth and not in any
but
other part of her body.
we're not just gonna say that this lady does that. It's more than her. It's even there's better looking women who do the same thing. I did not know women give head jobs, first dates before they had sex. I didn't know women did that. I would only do that if I was in a relationship with somebody. Why would I be doing that outside of a relationship with all the diseases? And you could be giving head 3, 4, 5 different women at a time. So I'm nobody special. So why would I be giving you head? Why would I even give you or bless you with that thing if I'm not in a relationship with you? I would never do it unless I'm in a relationship. That's
Well,
why.
that's because you're not in need. I, I talked to you about this need last week. This woman has a need. Biological clock is pounding in her heart right now. She's
Mm-hmm.
lonely. Loneliness turns to what after so much time? Despair and
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. She is in desperate need of a companion.
Mm-hmm.
The men that come up here, they
Yeah.
be looking all sad and pitiful and lonely. Them niggas are in desperate need.
Wow.
They're in need. Their back is up against the wall, and all they have is a stick with a bear facing it. They're in. They need some help. This lady
Mm-hmm.
is in the same position,
Right.
except
No,
for she's a lady.
no, I'm not saying I didn't know people don't give blowjobs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these women do it on random human beings. I know about blowjobs, of course. I know about blowjobs. I'm just saying you go on a date with somebody and then give them head. I didn't know people did that like on the first, second date, even before they ain't even had sex. They giving out blowjobs. I didn't know people did that.
Damn, HQ, damn, HQ, you don't say thank you. It's just a thank you.
Just thank you.
That
Wow.
it's a damn thing. Uh, no, but to
Wow.
keep it real, it is a viral video going around the internet right now
Uh-huh.
where
Uh-huh.
some Duke Dennis man and they in a crowd and the girls say, "Hey, why don't you let me give you some head?" Just in
Oh yeah,
front of
I seen
everybody.
that video. I mean, I thought it was more to the video than that. I mean, I saw that
No,
part. That's it.
that's what it is. When you walking
Wow.
around the street and you get these women, that's
Right.
what it is, HQ. That's why us guys was telling you that yes, you and Miss RF, y'all are not like these other women. These other women are doing the most to come out with the list.
Oh yeah, Ty Pro. I saw that video. I just didn't. I saw it, but I thought maybe it was more to it. Oh, I saw that, and it's shocking. It's just shocking to know that women do that these days without a commitment, without being in some kind of relationship, without it being their boyfriend, whatever. Because you never know what's going on with some other person in their body, and you just giving your. I guess it ain't that serious to be giving away blowjobs. Wow, that's wild.
Like if you send me over the edge, like I'll go there with you. And so sometimes I need to work on that too, where like sometimes I can take things a little too far.
Okay.
Oh,
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am amazing. I'm a great person. Like one of my party tricks that people say, like I get along with just about anybody. You know, like I'm a good time. I like going out. I like having fun. Like I said, I like being around people. Yeah, I'm awesome.
So why do you think you're single?
Because I'm big, maybe. You know, I don't know.
At least she has some kind of self-awareness about the fact that she knows she's a big person, right? At least she knows that. I mean, there's a lot of women who get on here and won't say anything about being big, and they're big, but she knows that.
That's being self-aware. I love it for her. So now let's
Right.
do something about it. I
Let's
love
do
that she's
something about
self-aware. Let's do something about it.
Right. Let's do something about it. You're self-aware. Don't get on here asking for a date until you done went 6 months and you done did something in order to get down smaller. You know you're big. You got to deal with people on their level, and you ain't gonna get nothing but low-hanging fruit, or you are the low-hanging fruit in this position. Hey, Zeus.
How we doing, HQ? How we doing, Black America?
Hey, what do you have to say on this lady?
How we doing, Chad? Before I even start, you know I love you. You know I love you. And no matter what happens after this, I'm still gonna love you. Okay? Is that our agreement?
Okay.
So are you and Black America still married? Because it's been like a week.
No. Black America cheat on me. I don't like that.
He didn't mean to. Black America, you still married?
She don't give head after the first date, bro. What am I supposed to do with that? Like,
No, that's because you called it
used to-
head. She don't want you to call it head. As long as you call it something else,
She call it blowjob. We could call it kissing.
it's not what you said.
It's how you say it, huh? We could call it kissing. We could call it rocking the mic, playing the fiddle. I don't give a damn what it is. If I take you to Chipotle or El Pollo Loco or Tony Romo, I want some fellatio performed. I need to see why I'm going to keep spending money.
Why?
Black America, by the way, you owe me a cup of coffee. You had me laughing so hard I spit the whole coffee out and had to walk out the room. But we're going to take that up later.
Yes, he did.
Bless your heart, brother. Hey, so this type of girl, in my opinion, has a problem what's called off and on. So I'm just going to make up a scenario. She's the Oprah Winfrey at the office. She shines. She's amazing. When she gets to her home life, she can't shine, and she don't know how to stop being the boss.
Okay.
So therefore, she's busy solving everybody else's problems and telling everybody else what to do, but she can't make a small list like, hey, I need to work on my eating. I'm sorry, I need to work on my weight. I need to work on how I socialize, because she needs to socialize in small dosages. When a guy goes into a cave and then he comes out and socialize, he will be real primal. When women come out, they will be real reckless. And that's what she's giving off, that reckless, thirsty energy.
Right.
And then she's also telling you that she self-sabotages. She's saying, I'm a people pleaser, but sometimes I don't know when to shut up.
Right. She did.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying she did say that. I'm agreeing with you.
She's a big girl, and we don't need type 2 diabetes big girl with a sassy mouth. Please sit down. Okay. Bonquisha, sit down.
Right. Okay.
And you're 42. You're not having kids. Just stop that. Kendra G, sit down with freezing the eggs. Please stop. Other thing, don't tell another man who's coming in your life how he gonna have to interact with his kids when you ain't got none and you don't know the story.
Right.
Please stop. With that said, I'm in.
Right. Here's another thing. She is not willing to have kids. She would have had them before now, or either nobody wants to really touch her. It's got to be one or the other. She's one of those people that will get pregnant. She will get pregnant. Why ain't she got pregnant by now? Because she's either not having sex and nobody's touching her, or she just repulses people one way or the other. I can't really tell which one. because she's not
HQ,
hitting.
that's not true. That's not
What?
true. Men will have sex with her. I've seen men have sex with worse. Okay, men will have sex with her, but it is absolutely the kind of sex that men are going to have with her. She has no. This is not the kind of girl that you're going to go and spend the weekend, or you're not even going to spend the night and even have breakfast with this type of girl. This is not, this is a hit it and quit it. This is, when she fall asleep, and if she fall asleep on my arm, I'm gonna pull out my pocket knife and cut through the bone and tissue so I don't wake her up as I'm sneaking out. That's what type of girl this is. Gnaw
Harsh.
off your arms.
That's
So
hard.
yes, yeah, I know it's something my dad used to say. If I ever brought a girl that was too ugly, he was like, "The fuck are you gonna do with that?" Like, no, you better run her up out of here. I don't want no ugly grandkids. So, yes. So, like I said, you could just gonna aim for her throat. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna aim for her throat, and she's gonna be happy with it because the kind of attention. And then she said she has kind of a bad attitude, so she's the type of woman that's gonna jump bad with you. So Zeus is actually, spot on. She gonna jump bad with you if you say something and she don't like it. She gonna act like a damn bear. Nobody want to deal with that.
Wow.
People ask me that a lot, and it's like that's the only thing I could really kind of think about, like maybe my size, but I'm not like hella big, I'm a tad bit big, but other than I don't know, I think maybe because I do have like a bit of like a bullshit meter. And so like I don't tolerate like too much nonsense from people, especially if it's someone that like I'm dating, And so like I'll cut somebody off real quick,
right?
As well.
Well, here's the deal. There's people who are skinny who are single. There's people who are big who are single. There's all types.
Kendra, she's single. Yeah.
There's short people single, tall people single. So it doesn't necessarily automatically confirm. But I will say you just have more options, right? It's one of the things I hear a lot from men. And I think that, but you don't do it for yourself. You don't do it for a guy. You do it for yourself. Like you do it for yourself because listen, one thing I'm learning, you're 39, so I'm 46, right? And I've worked out all my life and child, like at 45, child, I got to like, I'm a person, I don't want to get surgery. I do everything naturally. But it is a struggle at this age to like maintain my weight when I was like 10 years ago. But what I've learned is just as you get older, it's just everything becomes is harder on your body, right?
Right.
So
Please
whether
stop.
it's for a
Please
guy or
stop.
not, you
Please
do it
stop.
for yourself.
Please stop.
What
Please.
Kendra doing? What Kendra
Oh
doing?
my God. We're having that wishy-washy conversation right now.
Because literally,
and I want to connect a few dots, if I may.
That's wild.
When we say we don't want to cook, that means we don't want to put nutrition in our body. Kendra talks more about door dashing and picking up her food and syrupy drinks. And now she's talking about she can't lose weight and how hard it is. Because the first thing you have to do is clean up the nonsense in your diet.
Right.
So when a woman says and this is a woman, when I'm saying I hear these women say, I don't cook, I'm not cooking and cleaning. What they're really saying to a man, we're hearing they don't know how to nurture a family.
Right.
And that's the biggest part of the growth. That's the biggest part of the chain and success in the family.
Right.
With that said, amen.
I mean, that says so much when a person says they can't cook. I mean, it's not just a matter of you being able to put a menu together, understand how sauces and seasons and all that kind of stuff mix and match, because you haven't even had an opportunity to try to figure all of that out. So how are you going to feed I know people to this day feed their kids off of McDonald's, feed their kids off of fast food, instead of having the basics in your house, like you know, flour, sugar, milk, eggs, seasonings. All instead of having all of those things in their house, they order from DoorDash, they order from McDonald's, they order from all these places. The kids just balloon, and the kids never learn how to cook, never learn how to keep a kitchen clean, never learn how to do any of these things. And it's like, look, yeah, you can go on YouTube and learn all these things, but why aren't they doing it when you know that you have to have a functioning family, how to cook and feed a family? If you didn't have no money, you need to learn how to cook from scratch, at least one or two things. And
You know why, HQ? You know why, HQ? This is the problem. Because now the women are men. The women are men now. So for us, for me and Zeus, if we go out and we're working all day, we got a 10 or a 12-hour day, we can grab something as simple as a burger, right? Uh, a lettuce wrap, something as simple as that. But for you, you're not working outside, you're not working in the heat, you're not exchanging as many calories as we are. So yes, we're going to eat that hamburger meal that's 1,000 calories, but we burn 4,200 calories a day just working, moving around, walking, talking with people, things of that nature. The sedentary lifestyle of our jobs as men and as women, what we do, and there's no shade on women's jobs, but they're just, the nature of them is completely different. So they're making the money. So they're doing the same things that we're doing.
yeah,
They're
but they
sitting in
got,
a cubicle.
but their problem is women have these high powered jobs, or they have these jobs, and the only thing they do is go to McDonald's after work and then go home
Yes,
and lay up
there you
underneath.
go.
Instead
There you go.
of the routine should be like, my routine is, I might go when I went to work, got off at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I would walk for a whole hour. I would speed walk, power walk for a whole hour. I had the gym shoes and stuff in my trunk. I just whatever I had on, I would power walk for a whole hour every day. Power walk. And then I would write down everything that I would eat until I got to the point where, I do the intermittent fasting that I do. Before that, I would write down everything that I would eat, but I would make sure I get that hour-long power walk in. These people aren't doing any of that. They just going to buy them some McDonald's, going to buy them some KFC or whatever, and then they coming home, and then that's
Well,
it.
you care about your figure and the way you look. Most men, me and Zeus,
Right.
not saying we're bad looking guys, Lex. We're not bad looking guys, Jay. We're not bad looking guys, but we don't care about how we look in that aspect. We don't have to. You see what I mean?
Right.
Women, actually, you have to care about your looks because we as men are the buyers and we care about how you look and how you present.
Right.
Her hair is a mess. She
Yeah.
needs a fucking perm.
Yeah.
She needs a perm, or she needs a silk press or something. I like beautiful women.
Right.
Natural, okay, your natural hair, but it needs to be perm or
Right.
pressed or wrapped up or braided.
And
Something needs to happen with it.
right, right. And this lady didn't take the time to do any of those things. She didn't take the time to do her hair. Her hair is not done. Her no makeup whatsoever, no earrings whatsoever, no, not even dressed correctly. Who is going over there to talk to you, lady? And you look like that. Not never mind the fact that she's overweight. We can put that to the side. Overweight. You don't cook. It's not like you try to put yourself together. It's not like you try to do your hair. It's not like you try to dress a certain way. She's doing nothing to find herself a man. She's doing nothing to put herself in a position to get a man. I mean, how many men had ugly women, or you find yourself in a situation where you're around an ugly woman or a woman that's not as good looking as you want, but she can cook, she know how to clean, you're gonna get fed, your stomach gonna be full, you ain't mind giving up some of the D some of the time because she know how to cook. This shit don't even know how to cook. What do you have to offer somebody if they come over there? These are the things you have to ask yourself.
Well,
What do you
that
have
old adage, the best way to a man's heart is through his what? His stomach.
Right.
You see what I mean? So
Right.
the women used to know that. But once again, these women have turned to men. I go to work, I make money, I can feed myself by stopping and buying myself. That's
I
not
made,
that's
I
not,
made, I said, I made last night, I made something that had tortellini shells, Italian sauce. It was a soup. Tortellini shells, a little bit of tomato, a little bit of garlic, no, a little bit of spinach leaves, Italian sauces, some chicken broth. I threw that shit together. That shit was fire. Woo! Right? I was like, see, it comes from the touch. It comes from wanting to be able to, and it comes from having a big family because you know you got to feed. You know you got to feed 4 or 5 people. So I already know that I got to put this together. Man, it was just like it was creamy. The Italian sauces were good. It was all good with the tortellini shell, little round rosebud shells. And it was, I ain't had to put no seasoning in it. My shit was fire. I was like, boof, right? And I could have fed about 5-10 people. So I took it to my daughter's house. I took it to her house and was like, feed all the kids because you get this is dinner you can have for the next night. Man, I'm like, y'all got to learn to put some shit together. I don't even need to weigh shit. My shit just be like bam. Okay. Bam. Hey Pan.
Why does that happen? Why does that happen,
Peace,
HQ?
HQ.
Why does what happen?
Why does that cooking happen with you and good things start to happen when you cook?
Because I took the time to learn because I wanted to learn. I wanted to be able to feed.
Right, you want it to be better.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people just want to be there. I want to be married. I want to have babies. They don't really think about, okay, how can I be a little bit better at what I'm doing? That was my point. And I've said that many times. You wanted to be married. You wanted to be a wife. You wanted to grow. You wanted to be uncomfortable and get better. With that said, I'm in. Hello, Pam.
And you just get 5 or 6 good recipes, learn how to make those very well, learn how to make those really well, and then you will learn how to make variations of stuff. Instead of spaghetti, you'll learn how to make the tortellini soup that I made last night. You'll learn how to make bread from scratch. You'll learn how to do all those things if you just get yourself 5 or 6 good meals that can put some meat on somebody's bone. It's Pan just left. Oh, okay. So hold on, let's finish.
We always heard the saying health is wealth, but in your 40s, you're gonna really start to learn health is wealth, period. Like in your 20s, you could drink and wake up the next day and go to work. That ain't the case when you get to your 40s. So it's just best that every human being just takes self-care and health-care of their body serious. I have friends in their 40s who have heart issues, and all because of the things they've done throughout the lifetime, like the drinking, the junk food, the not taking care of your body. It is going to catch up to you. So this is a for everybody message. Take care of your health because your body houses your soul, right? And God forbid if nothing freak happens, the longest you can stay on this earth, comes down to how healthy your body is.
Right.
Right. So don't make it about a man, make it about you.
Right.
No, that's real. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
But she don't know that though. Because you don't know that. Because otherwise you would know. You don't have nobody on this planet to take care of. Single woman. She don't have nobody to take care of. Why she don't know that she's supposed to take care of her body if she's looking for a husband or children? Why she don't know?
She doesn't have to care. She doesn't have to care. Everything, most everybody knows that things a lot of times are handed to women, and you guys don't have to care or make yourselves into anything because everybody has always told you, just like you say, oh, you'll be able to get a man.
Right.
She's been told she was going to be able to get a man. It's not working out like that anymore for people in different situations.
Right. Right. And they find it, and these women, okay, they done become so independent that they forgot you can be independent, but then you can't switch on a dime. You have to be doing. See, I would recommend, if you're not going to get married when you in your 20, 25 or whatever, if you're not going to get married, at least learn the things along the way that somebody who gets married should know. At least learn those things. Learn to
Those are
clean
called life skills. Those are called life skills.
life skill. Learn the life skill. Learn how to cook. Learn how to clean. Learn how to speak to another person when you're in an argument. Learn how to control your temper. Learn how to X, Y, and Z. Right?
HQ, let me jump in on that point.
Go ahead.
I don't know anything about cars. I know nothing about cars.
Mm-hmm.
I drive an electric bike. I know this. Black America loves motorcycles and mechanical things. I know why he loves them. It's a behavioral thing. But here's the thing. We live in the same neighborhood. We both in the same neighborhood. My car makes a noise.
Mm-hmm.
Black America only gonna put up with that for so long. Then he gonna be like, hey, man, you need an oil change. But he not gonna say it the way I think he should say it. He gonna say it his Black America way.
Right.
But that brother ain't gonna let me keep driving my car without my oil being changed. Eventually, he gonna walk over there with his tools and be like, hey, you knucklehead, come here, fool. Let me show you how to do this.
Right. Right.
Now, that's him being a community guy and helping me out. He don't have to be nice about doing it. He trying to save me $3,000 and my engine dropping out. I have to be smart enough to realize I don't know anything about mechanics. Let him help me his way. And then if I let him help me with the kindness, he'll say, hey, man, you need to do this like every 3 months. Hey, man, I got a boy over so-and-so. He can't give me more tools, but I got to walk through the fire. Her as a female, she doesn't have other women who are coaching her on her femininity.
Right.
And that's what you said.
If she had someone in her life that she saw like every day or every other day that was a female who had herself together, who put herself together, who put an effort in, she would look at herself and say, damn, she got her nails done. Damn, she got her hair done. What is this shit she's presenting on here right now? What the hell are you presenting? Who is going over there?
Okay. And that's when you hear me say, those girls don't have friends because they don't make the effort. Your friend is not the person who likes you right off the bat and thinks you're amazing. Sometimes there's a person who gives you help when you don't think you need it.
See,
Black America, was I close? Was I close?
This is where I want to disagree with. Women don't make friends like we do, bro. They don't make friends. Our friends as men are long-term friends. A lot of us got our friends through either an initial confrontation where we were fighting or fussing or doing something like that, and we didn't like each other, and then we seen we had things in common, and it built a bond and became friends. Women, they don't, and it allowed us to be honest with each other. Nigga, your breath stink. Like, but we have been there with each other through thick and thin. Women don't make friends like that. As soon as a woman tells them something that they don't like, they cut it off immediately, and they don't ever talk to that person again, or they avoid.
Yeah, but what we do is if we're in the room, if we have friends and we have 5 friends, we got girlfriend, we watch what they do, and then we try to copy that. We don't necessarily listen to you say, well, girl, you need to put makeup on, do this, that, and that. No, we copy what we see. oh, okay, well, Teresa and Jane had on, oh, I like those fingernails. Let me go see if I can get those fingernails. Let me go see if I can get my hair done like that. We don't necessarily have a conversation about getting stuff done. We will follow another person.
Okay, yeah. HQ, that's great. But I think you stepped over his point, throwing women in there. Hold on a second. Black America, I think the way you put that is excellent. And I think sometimes when I hear you speak, I may have went down that road, but I didn't have the verbiage to go down that road. I'm sure there's other men on the panel who didn't realize, oh, that is how I got my friend, or that is so-and-so. And I think that's important for us as Black men, Mexican men, whatever, BIPOC men. We need to be able to understand that path and be able, like, yeah, it started off a little rough, but he good people. He good people, or his intent is good.
Right.
So I think that's a lot of keys, because the Black women are in the neighborhood. Okay. The men of character, that's a different conversation. With that said, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, it's that way. I've only had very supportive girlfriends. I've only had supportive girlfriends. We bounce things off of each other. I'm not jealous, and I just don't have jealousy like that. I've never been jealous like that.
No, but I'm not saying bounce.
No, I'm not saying that's a normal thing. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying for them to actually call you out. Have you ever had a friend call you out directly on something? That's what I'm saying. Guys bounce things off of each other, but we give a direct as nigga, you fat, bro. Like, you're not gonna be able to play football if you. I had to stop playing football in the 6th grade because I weighed too much. I've been over 200 pounds ever since the 6th grade. I was a fat little roly poly, and my buddy was telling me, bro, you gotta slim down or you're not gonna be able to do this in life. So this is a part of it. And I was mad and crying and upset, but it was criticism that I had to intake and swallow and digest, and then come back and interface in a new different way and say, you know what? If I want to play football, I have to be healthy. You know what I mean? It's 120 degrees in Vegas. I can't be running out here in the heat and pass out and die. So it's just women don't call themselves out on their bullshit.
I'm sorry. I mean, but it's not. I mean, it's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It just, it is. It depends on the person too. So, I mean, we don't have that many. We don't have that many criticism. I don't think it's a lot that Black women do where they have these conversations with each other, unless they're really, really close. Do they have conversations? And there's not really a matter of calling people out, because I don't need to call you out. I mean, I don't need to tell you, girl, you getting fat. No, I don't need to say that. I mean, I could say something else. I'd be like, yeah, you need to lose a little bit of weight. You need to lose some weight, about 20, 30 pounds. But I would never get into a conversation with somebody. I always believe if you show people, they'll usually follow. If all the other girls are skinny, you could have a conversation with the person. If she's a part of a group, you can have a conversation with her and say, hey, all of us need to X, Y, and Z, and we want to X, Y, and Z. Let's get into a diet or a competition or do something. I don't know how people approach friendships. I know we never had that problem when I had my friendships as a young person. I don't think I've ever had a problem with telling them what, when, and how. But I mean, maybe they got a problem with women these days. I don't know. I don't know even how that works. But this lady right here, she for whatever she is, she's wrong for what she's doing, because she's not listening to anyone. There's nobody to talk to. I haven't heard anything about a friend or a sister or a mother or anybody helping her do anything as far as her appearance. If anything else, hopefully Kendra Cousins put in the comments You need to lose weight. You need to get some makeup on. You need to do something with your hair. You need to do X, Y, and Z. Hopefully the people in Kendra comments told her these things, because whatever she's doing is not working. This is why you don't have a man. This is why you don't have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever. I don't know. That's just me. I would, if I was after this appearance, I would be a good friend to her. I would be a very good friend to her and say, hey, this is not cool right here. This ain't cool. Because you want a husband, you need to do more than what you're doing in order to get that husband. It is what it is. Thank you, Repink. Remember, 7 months, hit the like button. Super chats are great. Thank you. Erica's Corner 199 supporting the show. Thank you very much. And Darkstar 1485, member for 2 months. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's go on to our next lady right here.
Now you have to you gotta do a video verification. Hey girl.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Christina.
Christina, where you calling me from?
I'm in Texas right now, but I live in Tennessee.
Tennessee. How old are you? Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
I'm 35.
35, and what you do for a living?
Well, I'm in school for psychology to be a psychologist, but I work in healthcare right now.
Okay, so you what should I put down for your job title?
You could put down student psychology.
Okay, student psychology. How you pay your bills?
The look ain't bad so far. The look ain't bad. Zeus.
Yeah, you starting some trouble up in here. I ain't participating.
I just said she ain't bad looking.
You said you work, right?
Right.
Yes, I do like life.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. I see 7 likes. I need at least 10 more likes, 15 more likes. Come on.
Next caller.
Yes.
Coaching and other stuff like that.
Okay. So you're a life coach.
Life coach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have any kids?
No.
Okay. So you ever married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
Recently.
Are you divorced?
Yes.
She's lying. She's a liar.
Like about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay. Girl,
why do you say she lying?
Whenever you see somebody, they get like you're getting asked questions and then they bite the bottom of their lip. That's why they're biting their lip, because them lies is getting ready to come out.
Oof.
Right. It's a glitch. It's a glitch that people have looking. I think it's up and to the left, right, Zeus. It's like it's different ways to tell when people are lying. And now we kind of letting the people know too much. But this is things that, man, when we see you, HQ, we absolutely notice everything about you. Just like when you said how cute she was, and I didn't say anything, and Zeus was like, "Yeah, whatever." This is she's not a horrible looking person, but
that's what I'm saying.
It looks like one of those. But her head looks kind of like one of those blonde watermelons or something. I don't know. Just go ahead, keep playing.
I was gonna say yesterday, like. Okay, so we got Christina, Tennessee, 35. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Christina, Tennessee, 35, Aries, student psychology, life coach, no kids, divorce. All right, Christina, I gotta see your face. All right, what kind of man you looking for, girl?
Well, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for somebody to reciprocate, not necessarily
where Christina, you're so close. So if you could back up a little bit, that'd be good.
Right here?
That would be good. I could deal with that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. It ain't no man, is it? Yeah, you right, 3 a.m. I was finna say, everybody a life coach. How you a life coach? What you done did that's been so extraordinary in 15 years? And you married and divorced in 15 years that you could teach somebody to be single, to be dating. What life coach experience are you giving?
A lot of the people that we follow, a lot of people who are in greatness have broken lives. That's not saying that they can't give good information. But once you start digging into their medicine cabinet, you find a lot of demons. She's got a lot of demons. It's gonna come out. That's what Black America saw. That's what I saw. We saw demons. We don't want to deal with your demons at 35.
And she's the life coach. It's wild.
A different position? Let me put it somewhere different.
I can live with this right here, but if you could
I could put it somewhere different. Let me see. Does that work?
Okay, yep. All right. Okay. So Christina, let's take it from the top. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a partner to reciprocate basic.
Why does she keep pronouncing that word wrong? Why is she doing that? But yet you speak.
I believe Tennessee has a bad public school, so it could be that. So just let her speak. Let's see what's going on.
Okay.
She looks better now that she's further away. Up close, up on the thing, she looks horrible. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, she's a life coach, but she don't know she's speaking incorrectly.
Basic things: respect, honor, commitment, loyalty, partnership.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
African men. Yeah.
Okay. Does it not matter where they are? If they're in Africa or America, just no African men?
No.
No
African men.
Okay, no African men. Okay.
I've heard that more than once. What's wrong with the African man? Has anybody found out why do people say that?
African men. So Black Americans are the richest Black people on the planet, right?
Okay.
So when women are talking that's like when you say, I can go to Africa, you don't want no broke man. Like you would look at one of your monthly salary and you look up the total monthly or yearly salary of an African country, and your monthly salary, depending on how much you make, is going to be damn near 6 to 8 months of a yearly salary over there in Africa. Like Black American women don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with no broke niggas over here. You want to deal with even broker nigga? Stop it.
Oh, he's broke. Oh, okay. So we talking about scamming, basically, almost over there.
No, it's just like going to Mexico and giving them $10. You know, you done gave them a whole day's worth of salary type shit.
Okay.
And men that don't take care of their children.
So no African men and men who don't take care of their children. Should he look a certain way?
No.
You don't care how he looks. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I got a question.
What?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
How come
y'all hit
when
that like button,
about
please?
Babies?
You said what?
How come when they talk about babies, Kendra always jump in, and when they talk about being strong and single, Kendra always jump in, but when they talk about African scammers, Kendra never jump in? I'm just asking questions. Next caller.
Because Kendra's preference is African men.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I talk a lot. So I need to learn how to, well, you know what? No, I don't need to work on that. I like talking a lot. So I would like to be around somebody that's okay with that. So 3 flaws, I need to not give as much grace to others. Let's see. Flaws within myself. I can't think of any at the moment. Not saying I don't have any, because I'm pretty sure I do. I just can't think of them at the moment.
Good job. You know what this reveals?
I mean, flaws is more so like I'm a manifester. I try my best to only speak positivity. I work on myself all the time, and I do the work within myself. So I'm not saying that I'm not flawed. I'm saying like I don't speak of flaws, because if I sense something inside of myself, then I go and I do the work.
What?
I hear you.
Mhm.
But what it shows is
Okay, this
this.
is
What?
Okay,
that
Wait a
part.
minute, hold up. What?
This is part.
Manifest.
This is
I
that
love
part
that word.
when we say we don't want. So I'm just gonna tell you what happened.
What?
If I ask her, did she do something? I'm gonna get a whole dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby, I gave you the money to put gas in the car. Did you put gas in the car? Is you gonna get a whole dialogue rather than a yes or no? Because she won't let you know she got a degree. But to just help other people, she's probably great at helping other people, but she's not great at helping herself. That's why she can't find no flaws. With that said, I'm in.
before I go there,
Okay.
why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think God would love to be with me for the simple fact
Lucky to
that
be with you. Yes.
I'm very informative.
Nope.
I'm very loving, charismatic. I go hard for whoever I'm with. I'm honest. I'm loyal. I'm consistent and considerate.
Okay. Why did you get divorced? You don't really have to share, but do you want to share?
That's fine. I just think that the
What?
partner that I had, he was highly intelligent, really intelligent. I think that sometimes when people are too intelligent, it turns into control. And it was a lot of control, the African. So it was just like a lot of control. But I think that the lifestyle difference and the culture difference really took a toll on the relationship.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say about the flaw question, I've said this 1,000 times. When a person doesn't, and I know you're coming from a different angle because you are a positive speaker and you're a manifester, and I respect that. But what it shows at times is what I hear a lot is it's always about the other person and what they did wrong. And you were able to break down things of your ex-husband that we would consider flawed.
Right.
But when people can't name their own flaws, it normally indicates that they don't spend enough time thinking about the things that they can make better. And that's really the only way that you could slam dunk a deal with the right partner
Right.
is self-awareness.
Right.
So when people spend so much time and not just breaking down, these are things I know I got to work on. Just I'm a manifester too. My whole life has been manifested. But guess what? My life, I've been able to create my life because I was always able to take responsibility for the things I had to work on. That's how I became successful. Everything was on me. So, okay, this ain't right. I gotta focus on this. So I just think that, time and time again, and it's been tonight has been the night. Every girl might have had two. You had your answer, but it just shows the audience that y'all don't want to self-reflect. And
Well,
You notice that she a life coach, right? She a life coach. This is somebody that's calling themselves a life coach and can't rattle off 3-4 things that in which they need to work on. Can't rattle off none of that. The first thing she did when she opened up her mouth and said, "Why did your marriage end?" She could not, instead of saying he was controlling, why you didn't say I didn't have no boundaries and he just walked all over them. So I needed to get myself together first before I even entered into a marriage with a person who had boundaries and standards, but I had none. There's a big difference between walking into a relationship and this person is controlling. Don't you understand where you had a problem in that relationship because you got involved with somebody who had those particular standards and those particular boundaries, but you didn't have none, so they ran all over yours? I didn't see her say anything about why she had a problem. It's always about why he had the problem. He didn't think I was good enough, blah, 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 blah. I would have said I wasn't a whole human being and I allowed another person to navigate my life and navigate my wants and desires before I even knew what my wants and desires were. This is what I'm going to take a responsibility for. Because that person was just doing what they wanted to do. That man was just doing what he knew and what he wanted to do in that marriage. So he knew what he wanted to do. You didn't know what you were willing to do. You didn't know what you were willing to put up with or tolerate. That's why I say people need to be married when they understand what they're willing to do, tolerate, and put up with, having standards, boundaries, and expectations. Because she should have known before she married that man that he was controlling. Why didn't you know that? Or did you
Because
think
he
that?
wasn't controlling. Stop it.
Yeah,
He wasn't controlling.
but we don't know that.
Well, you just wrote a whole script of how controlling he was.
I'm saying, but we don't know that. I'm going by what she
But
said.
you just wrote the whole script.
And I'm going by what she said. So she wrote the script that said he was controlling. So I'm going by her script.
So it's her fault. Now it's her fault.
No, I'm saying
What are we doing? What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
You didn't listen to what I said?
No, I'm not listening. No,
You
I'm not
didn't
listening.
listen to me say
I'm not
that
listening to crazy. I'm not
you didn't
listening to
listen to
crazy.
me say she didn't take responsibility for her not having any standards, boundaries, or expectations.
Right, and then he became trolling. He became controlling. How is he controlling if she doesn't have boundaries?
No, I'm saying she said he was.
Did you not say he was controlling?
Because she said.
No, did you? I didn't ask you all that. I didn't ask you that. Did you say he was controlling?
Because I said I'm going by her narrative. I can't go by.
Okay, my point is she's lying. What happens is when you get two intelligent people, the cornerstone of learning is what? It's listening. Mm-hmm. When you get a higher level, people become chirpers. He said, hey, we gonna go do this. She said, well, why don't we do it this way? That's what she's talking about. Everything became a debate. AKA, if it's a group of guys, we call that battling dicks. Okay. A guy doesn't want to have a woman who thinks she's so smart that everything she has to have a comment on because she's going under the banner of strong and independent. That's what this lady is doing.
So why didn't she know that before she married him?
What?
Why didn't she know that?
Okay, you didn't listen to a word I said. I
did. I definitely did. I definitely did. I said that. Why didn't she know she was this type of personality before she married the man?
No, she knew she was that type of personality. But a lot of people, what you doing? You're gaslighting right now. A lot of people don't know the simple element is being able to see 6 steps up. Am I going to win this little bitty argument and then kill the night? Or am I going to be quiet and we're going to have a great night?
All right. So you already into the night. I'm saying before we even got to the night, why didn't you know? Why didn't you know you and I would not be compatible with our personalities? Why didn't you figure that out?
When women want to get married, they doing everything because they want to make the team. Once they become married, it's you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm my own person, blah, blah, blah. And they start reading other people's narratives. Mm-hmm. I have a buddy, married 15 years. His wife listens to single people versus them having date nights with other people who are married with an older set of people, because there's little things that fell through the crack that the older people already done figured out. And gaining that knowledge is more helpful. There's a reason you saying, why didn't she know that in her marriage? There's a reason she's 35 and she's still in school trying to be a psychologist. Because when she get out, what?
She's a life coach.
Okay.
People paying
She's
her.
probably great too. No, because a lot of them that are great have messed up lives. That's all I'm saying.
But this is part of why marriages don't last, is because you have a suit on or you have a mask on, and the mask is, you have a mask on and you're not really revealing the real self. Most people don't reveal themselves, the real self, until at least 2 or 3 weeks in or a month in. And the problem is some people are good at pretending that they can live with X, Y, and Z when they really
Mhm.
can't live with X, Y, and Z. I'm not saying it's all her fault. I'm not saying it was all his fault. I'm saying he was controlling, and you had to have known that before you married him.
Well,
So,
let me take it another step further. I agree with you. I think you're amazing at your ability to see that. I think it's amazing that other people can see that. But here's what I want to say. The best fitness instructors have a trainer. The best CEOs, the best life life coaches,
right.
they have a psychiatrist or psychologist.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, she was in a program where she had access to that, but she didn't work on that.
She can talk
They
herself
didn't.
out of anything.
Bingo. That's what she did when they asked her, "Hey, what's your flaws?"
Mm-hmm.
In order to go to see a psychologist, in order to see a psychiatrist, in order to say, "Hey, I need to be better." Example I just gave: if Black America was helping me change my oil and I didn't know how to do it,
Mm-hmm.
what conversation should I have? Nothing. I should sit there and hold the light, and whatever he tell me to do, I do, and I record everything with my mind.
Right. Right.
But a lot of times when we should be in teaching mode and listening mode, we're in chirping mode, and that's a software issue.
Yes.
With that said, I'm in.
Yes.
I think when we ask about flaws, I guess like more in depth, like what do you mean? Like what do I go in on my own self about? Or like
It's
give me an
okay.
example.
Flaws is, oh my God, how old are you?
And she asked her how old she was. Like, are you dumb? What's going on? You asked me my 5 flaws. I don't have no patience. I hate late people. I don't have any patience for foolery, X, Y, and Z. You should be able to rattle all of these things off. She can't rattle them off, and she's a counselor. That's the problem. That's why, yes, I can see
That's
the
not okay.
flaw right there. How are
Right.
you
Her
counseling?
her flaw is she doesn't know how to not be the counselor. She doesn't know how to say, "Hey, I'm not perfect. Here's 3 things I know I need to work on." Boom, boom, boom. And not those disingenuous answers of sometimes I just want to help people so much I just exhaust myself helping them. Nobody don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But she will never get around because to her it's more important to talk
Mm-hmm.
and say a bunch of words than actually say something of substance.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And that's very frustrating to men.
Right. Now,
With
Kendra
that said, I'm in.
finna get into something. Let's see what she finna get into with this lady. Is she gonna make this lady mad, or this lady gonna become a little bit self-aware, more self-aware? Let's see.
I mean, I'm saying like your perspective on what you mean flaws. Like I know the definition of flaws, but I'm saying like from your perspective.
No, from your perspective, what flaw? Wow. Okay. Let's go.
What are you asking for when you say flaws? Because I think that us as people, like us having flaws is more so contingent to the person that
Hold on, HQ.
you're talking to.
Wow.
Because
Hold on, HQ.
Wow. Wow.
Hold on, HQ. Okay, you see where we at right now, right? I just want to look. You and I, you, Kendra G, and this lady in the back seat. You and I in the front.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now look in the rearview mirror, and you see what I was talking about earlier, where she says her man was controlling. Because what she's making the room more hostile by not answering the question. With that said, I'm in.
She's trying to navigate around. Okay, listen.
I mean, when you date people and when you talk to them, you get to learn them. So something that could be a flaw to me, I'm a reflection to whoever I'm dealing with. And I feel like those flaws, when you come in there with that, then you're able to work on those things. So, I mean, like we're always working on ourselves every single day. So, I mean, flaws, I guess maybe because I don't never actually hear people asking that question, maybe it was more so like a block in my head where I can't think at the moment, but I'm not saying that I'm not flawed. I just asking on spot. This is my first time ever seeing your show. My ex actually loves your show. and he actually like really loves you as well. That's how I found out about it. Like, we're still friends, we're still cool. And he was like, she's live. And I was like, well, then let me see what it's about.
Okay. Well, just real quick. So 3 flaws. If I was I have 10,000. I'm stubborn. I like things my way.
Hold on.
Can get defensive at times. Okay, that I'll just stop there. But
Okay.
do you know that we went all around this question? We could have been further on, but we got to go through this much just for you to admit to 3 things that you can work on. I had to hear a whole story where we could just skip over, and it just shows. I don't know if people just don't want to admit that there's things that I can become better at, and I'm aware of that. And then we just go to the next question.
Well, I guess if I actually had watched your show previously before, then I would have been more equipped with what you asked, and I would have been able to prepare myself to give you those.
But it's just like every other question. You answered every other question. I asked you what you wanted, what you didn't want. Should he look a certain way? Like, I literally, I've asked you many questions before I got to that question, and you never been here. You answered those questions easily.
Yeah, because those are the things that I experience every day. I don't sit around and write my phone. You know what? Okay.
HQ.
So what do you want me to answer?
HQ. You still gonna tell me her ex is controlling?
Because I like you said I.
No, it got a little bit to do with her too. No, I'm saying she said her ex was controlling. And if that's the case,
that's not my point. Don't do that. Don't do that, HQ. We didn't come too far. Don't do that.
You said it was her. You said it was her. I said I'm going by what she said. I can see she has flaws. I get all of that. I get your point too.
What's my point then? Just tell me my point.
No, you said she had flaws. You said she had flaws as well. I'm saying, yes, I know that she has flaws. But that
was not my question. You just remixed my question, HQ. Shame on you. Slap yourself. Slap yourself right now.
What is your question? What is your thought?
My point is, rather than her draw straight lines, she'll go all around the room, and she is unaware that she's causing more conflict than answering the question. So when somebody tries to hold her to answering the question, they're controlling. That's always going to be a script she writes. When she in a room full of white people and they say, well, that's not the question we asked you, now they're racist. She just going to play the room, however, because that's a software error. Because it's happened, and somebody has pointed out several times, but the software error keeps happening. With that said, I'm in.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Took a long time to answer those questions, and I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, the question. The question never changed. It was, what are your 3 flaws?
Okay, I can say I'm stubborn as well. I'm stubborn. I can say I talk a lot.
You see how easy that was? Why did she do what she did?
And I give too much grace.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra.
She give too much grace. She trying to take a shot at Kendra. Y'all hit the like button coming in, please. Thank you very much. Trying to take a shot.
Kendra Cam, I skipped that one by accident. That's when you stand up and we see. Oh, you're familiar with that. You know what the Kendra Cam is.
Well, I just seen the girl right before, like when I clicked in, I seen you ask her to stand up.
Okay.
I guess the audience said they needed to see it again, and that's when I clicked in.
Gotcha.
Okay. And this is for like just the world to see?
Yeah. It's the world. You don't got to turn around, but okay. We got you, girl. You good. Did I ask you? So I know your last relationship, you got divorced 6 months ago, right? Was that your last relationship?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer. This is the next question. You don't have to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That was the last time that I was with him.
Okay. We did 3 flaws. And then after that question, I kind of asked it, but you can answer it again. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yeah.
I'm consistent. I'm considerate. I'm loving. I go hard. Like I mentioned, I go hard for whoever I'm with. And I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do the work on my end.
Wait a minute. How is it her ex and her are good friends? There's no malice or madness or no resentment on either one of their sides, and they just got a divorce 6 months ago, but she's still good friends with him? What's going on? I would try to get away from him as much as possible, or her.
Okay, wait a minute. So he's controlling, but they're still good friends.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that? Does that make sense to you? I don't want you to give me. Does that make sense to you?
I would have ran as far away from as possible, so it don't make sense to me.
My point. That's my whole point. What I was saying earlier. That's all. With that said, I'm in.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't understand. What?
I'm ready to do the work to push the relationship to this best ability. I'm just ready to do my.
Wait a minute. Why are you ready to jump into another relationship just like that? Are you without any kind of work on yourself?
Part.
Do you want to get married again?
Yes.
Okay.
I love marriage.
Okay. Can the guy have kids?
Yes. I actually never been with a guy that have kids, but I'm open to it.
Okay.
As long as he take care of them.
Do you want kids yourself?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. So we got, what's the age range you want to date? You're 35.
I'm not biased towards the age. Usually I date people like around the same age as myself. But I guess if I knew better, then I wouldn't be right here. So what do you think?
I mean, she seems on the cusp of being sort of masculine, but not very feminine. And she just got out of a marriage. So now she's out there looking for another person. Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Now she's out there looking for another relationship. People just jump from relationship, never even doing the work to figure out why. And I get being lonely. I get all that. We get all that. And maybe you need to get some hobbies or some things that you can participate in before you get into another marriage or another relationship. Because she going down, you out here on a dating app 6 months later. I get it. You're lonely. You want to do some hunching. I get all of that too. But are you mentally ready to be in a relationship? Are you mentally ready to give yourself to another person? Because we having this much of a problem getting your flaws out of you. Why is it that we're getting this much pushback on flaws that you may or may not have? I don't understand. Yeah, don't focus on being too lonely, because that's gonna make you fall into a trap or relationship that you don't want to have.
Listen, well, I will give this tidbit for a lot of women who want they claim soft life and a provider. You should always be looking older, because listen, there's not one formula. So let me say this. It's not one formula. So I'm not speaking for every scenario, but in hosting the show for 5 years, most men tend to like younger, right? So younger than them.
Okay.
So you never be offended, ladies, because you're always younger than somebody. Right. But I think if you're 35, your age is a good age, like maybe 30 to 45 or 30 to 50.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Hey, Teraney. I was thinking about that the other day. People keep saying men like younger. Men like younger. They don't like young. They like younger. Okay. If you look at those are two different words, two different things. Yes, they like younger, but not young. Okay. Because it's not very often that people get involved with somebody that's 30, 40 years younger than them. Not very often. They will, but they will deal with somebody younger, not young, younger. You're not disconnected.
I think it's great that you clarify that.
Yeah.
I think it's great you clarify that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying women get offended when they say he dates younger women. He dates younger women. He doesn't date young women. There's a difference, right?
Okay.
And you shouldn't be offended by that.
Let's do it. Christina, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No.
Okay.
But
I'm
I
not
did
gonna
hear
give-
you mention it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a hard time because I can tell you are a new cousin. So let me show you what it is. This is the only way the guy can reach out to you.
Right.
So let me show you.
Yeah, she's 35. She's not bad. She's not bad. She's just not ultra feminine. She's not overly feminine. She's not overly, I don't know. She falls in the middle, I guess. In the middle, right? Because
Okay. You
know,
said that. You said that twice. I'm gonna tell you what you're seeing, or what I think we are seeing.
no.
I think she's lost. When you see somebody who's feminine, you see a direction.
Mhm.
When you see somebody who's masculine, you see a direction. When you see somebody who's lost, that's why she's all these mixed signals. That's why her conversation doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
That's why we're spending more time analyzing her than her telling us. With that said, I'm in. Hey, Teraney.
Mhm.
Hey,
Hey, Terry.
Zeus.
You've been watching, or are we going to the next person?
Yeah, we can go to the next person.
Oh, okay. With that being said, she might be a good candidate, but she got to work on a lot of things before she start getting into the dating market. Because
Speaking HQ of a lot of working on a lot of things, wasn't it crazy when old girl said that you are not your husband's counselor? Nah, come on, HQ. That was
on Fatty Show.
Yes.
When she said what did she say exactly?
When she said that if your man needs counseling, I mean, if he needs to talk to somebody, he should be able to cry on your shoulder. He should go get some outside counseling. That was wild to me, because what is your role as a woman is to be there for your potential husband. I mean, what am I going to marry you for if I can't confide in you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right. If you can't talk to me, then why would you be able to walk out the door and then talk to another female or another human being?
Right.
And then I'm not the helpmeet that you're talking about. Then I'm not that.
No.
Okay. And I get it if there's some mental, something where you need medicine or you need medication and something. I get all that. But you should be able to come to me and say, hey, I'm thinking of changing my job. I'm having issues at my job. I'm having these issues. You should, as a husband.
Or you getting on my nerves. We need to talk. Or I don't like your attitude. Can we talk?
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, you should have. But see, you have to understand when you get in conversation with these people, they have to be. I don't take people seriously if you've never been in a long-term, you've never been in a marriage, or you haven't been in a long-term relationship somehow, or specifically a marriage.
Right.
Because marriage dynamic is different from a boyfriend and girlfriend dynamic.
Yes, it is. It's a knowing commitment. You can be in a relationship and be like, I'm choosing to be with you.
Right.
But when you marry, no, you belong to me. You know, fuck what you talking about. I am yours and you are mine. Okay. So.
And then you were talking to a young lady, and I'm not saying the young lady don't have any.
No, we're not talking about her.
We're not talking about you don't have any valid points. Great. I'm speaking in terms of when you get married, there's a different dynamic that comes over that relationship when you're married and you're a wife. You have a different mindset when you're a wife.
Right.
A single person, I can walk out the door whenever I want to walk out the door. I can say what I want. When you marry, you can't just say what you want because you don't want hell on earth in that relationship or hell on earth in that marriage. And you got to stay there. Right.
And you don't want to lose your part, especially if you got a good partner. Right. Like you said, your husband was a man, but y'all clicked. That was your partner. So I don't blame you for not wanting to be with nobody else, bro. Because it's like, I found someone I love. You gone? Okay. Right. But if I don't want to lose that person, I'm not going to tell them, boy, you better go seek counseling, because it was multiple women on there that agree with that. So,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him seeking counseling. If he decides that he wants to go out and he says, okay, this is beyond something that I think I need professional help beyond my wife. fine and dandy, go do that. But I'm saying that initial counsel, well, maybe we need to work on this and maybe you need professional. That should be the counseling between a husband and a wife.
Right.
That initial thing. And then you guys decide together, okay, I'm not equipped to handle this.
Exactly.
Maybe somebody else need to do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You heard that song?
I understood you. I understood you. I understood you.
You heard that song, HQ? I'm she the clean up woman. Hey, she'll find. Yeah, ladies, the clean up woman is real, and she's not gonna cheat on you with your man. She's not gonna do that, but she's gonna have everything she needs. So when she finds a good man and you lose him, she gonna snatch his ass right up. I'm just saying.
Hey, that was a decent show. That was a decent show yesterday because you had some interesting characters and people that came on. I get all of that, but Fatty is into that getting those characters on there, and I get it. But sometimes you have a panel full of people that just be talking points, and they ain't really had real world examples of what it means to be a wife or a husband. Because I really don't take, when I hear men on here who have never really been in a relationship or been married, and then I hear women on here who've never been married, I'd be like, nah, I can't. I'm not saying your advice is not good, but what I am saying is I have to take your advice with a little bit of salt, because you got a real weird spin on it, and that ain't how married women act or married women talk. So I was listening to the ladies on the panel, but I wasn't, yeah, girl. No. Because when what's his name got on Beans, and I got a problem with Beans and that black.
He's on my nerves too.
I have a problem with that. But when he got on there and he was like, and then there was a white boy on there, and I was like, y'all gotta stop the talking points. If you want us to be productive, have a productive black community, a productive black talk about marriage and family, y'all need to stop them talking points.
Right.
And start actually listening instead of trying to get a gotcha on somebody. Actually listen to what people are saying that are married, because it's like you want to dismiss people who are married, and they understand the concept and the dynamic if they've married long enough or if they've been married more than once.
Right.
If you've never been in that dynamic, it's like, I don't want to get, you hear them, I don't want to get married because women X, Y, and Z. Not all women do that.
Yeah. And it was because it was the assumption that I'm being settled for, or a woman is being settled for. Look, a person want what they want. I don't know
every person. Yes. Every person.
What I want, it has nothing to do with I can't have nobody else. Nobody on this planet I can't have nobody.
No, everybody on this planet has a list of what they want in a mate. Right. And when you find the mate or you find the person that you marry, they may not hit all of those points. So if you look at it that way, then I guess you could say somebody is settling. Right. Because I may have 6, 7 of the things that my husband want, and the other 3 things maybe he's settling. Right. So it's not an insult, because a lot of people throw that out as an insult. Every person, nobody has got the perfect person that they want. Nobody has got that perfect person that they want. So therefore, by that standard, everybody settles to a certain degree.
Exactly.
And so I'm not going to get mad if you want to say settling, but they want to use it as an insult. Like it's an insult, like you wasn't good enough for the man, so you had to settle. That's never how that works.
Right. So, and then, I mean, yeah.
So I heard her say, well, he settled for you.
Yeah, and that's wild because he's fine. Let me tell you something. My husband looked good. Okay. Just turned young, fuck you mean. And he's just a good father. He can have to whom he goes for. But he chose me. Okay, so I don't know, and that's that pick me.
Right.
I mean,
And here's the thing: when people get on the panel and they say, I'm trying to stress to people, I'm trying to stress to them that you can say, or a lot of men can say that they don't like heavy set women, but if that's your attraction, if heavy women is your attraction, that's just your attraction. Not every human being likes skinny women.
Feminine and friendly, right?
Not every man likes a submissive female.
Right.
Okay. So you can't say all men like this and then that's it. It don't never work that way.
Right.
And so when you get on it, like you said, like Discipline said, when you get on a panel and people are saying just talking points, because I don't like getting into a discussion with people and then it's just talking points, because it's always about the gotcha moment. It's always about the guy. Because when people come up and say all black women do this, I'd be like, huh?
So you know nothing, right? We've concluded you know nothing. Let's move on.
Right. And then when I hear women say all black men do this, I'd be like, huh?
Yeah.
I had one of the meanest, most cantankerous husbands who looked at me and said, I adore you, and you're always going to be precious, and I'm gonna treat you like fine china. He was a bull in a coffee shop. But when it came to me, it was like he treated me like China, like he didn't want to break me. So no, I don't believe you when you say black men X, Y, and Z, or men X, Y, and Z. I don't believe you when you say that about black men. I don't believe you when you say it about black women, because I've never ran into women who rah their men all the time. And
right now, if y'all want to talk about the man, give us the secrets. Men like Zeus, when you on these panels and Black America, great, you came up at the right time with your blanket. When y'all want to give us advice, tell us about yourselves. Be like, hey, sis, just want to let you know, if a man is doing this and this, it's probably because he's this and this. Give us the secret. Stop trying to tell us about us. Tell us about y'all, okay? So we can excel and take y'all money, okay? But,
do you really want to know about men?
I mean, sure. Give us some secrets that us women are just not doing well at.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of things. HQ, and I know it seems difficult. Have you learned anything of talking to us men up here for this?
All of y'all men are my husband. All of y'all men are my husband. I see him in y'all every day. I see him every time I talk to y'all. I see him the same way he talk, the same way you all talk. He talked the same way.
Right.
But I learned how to speak to him. I learned how to speak to him without making him hostile. I learned how to speak to him to the point where he knew that he could hurt my feelings by the things that he said. So he took care and concern about what he said to me. So yes, I hear you guys every day. Every person that I talk to, I can see a little bit of fee. When I see a little bit of fee, I can hear him say that. Some of the stuff you say, Black America, hell yeah, he said that kind of stuff. But I would look at him and I'd be like, I know you didn't say that. And then he turned and be like, okay, I got to speak to you like this. So I get it. I do. I get men to a certain extent. I got him to a certain extent. Right?
Right. So Fee was your savage beast, right?
Yeah.
And so this is going to sound horrible. So yes, Teraney, your husband settled for you, but it's not what you think. So, and Zeus, hold on. Just listen to me for just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Zeus, are you still
now you won't listen. You asked us and you won't listen.
All right.
We're gonna listen. We're gonna listen. Let him talk. Let him talk.
So Zeus, I know you're a nicer person. You speak more eloquently than I do. All of these things. And I want you to stop me or call me out anytime you hear me say something false. Okay?
He's not going to. He's a
you
man. Ask HQ to do that.
No, me
what are you doing?
as HQ's not a guy. She don't have sex with women.
But
She
he's
never
going to
grew
have
up
the
as a man.
whatever.
She never grew up as a man. So let me explain to you. All right. So guys, we have something called the sevens. All right. From 0 to 7, you get your attitude and your personality. From 7 to 14, you start liking your girls and all of this, that, and the other. 21, you get your testosterone. Your husband is in his 4-7. He's 28, 29. Okay. So he is at the point to where he is a man that is a nothing and a nobody. He is half of the man that he is ever going to be. Right?
What?
Your husband ain't shit.
Which
Men
means
don't.
he has to grow into what he needs to be. Meaning,
Wait,
Thank
hold
you.
on. Let me stop you. Watch your mouth
Oh
when you're
God.
speaking about my husband. No, we can
Listen,
talk.
your
But don't be
husband is
disrespectful.
Tyranny.
No,
I'm not
I'll
being
let you
disrespectful.
talk.
Listen,
Yes, you are.
let me
Watch your
explain to
mouth.
you.
No, I don't
I
need you to
am a
explain
man.
disrespect. I know what
I'm
disrespect is.
explaining. I'm a
Okay,
man.
well,
I'm explaining. I am a man. I am a
okay.
father, and I am
I'm
a
a woman, so
husband.
if I said your mama ain't shit, just know that what I said is what I meant. How about that? Watch your mouth.
It
But
doesn't
go ahead,
matter to
continue.
me.
Go ahead,
So
continue.
HQ understood what I'm saying, right? So when we say settle, your husband just wanted something, and
He
you,
could have chose your
unfortunately,
mama if he just wanted something.
oh God.
Yeah, I'm letting you know that I feel offended.
Wait a minute. Let him finish. So
You
we
ain't gonna piss me off.
say it. Okay, you already got her hostile. Let him finish.
I know, but I mean, I'm not. Like I said, if Zeus, if you hear me telling anything false, please stop me.
He's
So
not.
I got you.
your husband wanted something, and he got you. He wanted something, anything, and he got you, and you got him. By time he gets to his 5th 7, that's 35 to 38ish, he's going to start coming into his own person. And you guys are going to have super major problems because you're a strong woman, right? You have thoughts, you have your independence, you have all of these things. He's going to turn into that young man, that dog, that adult, and you're not going to like him very much. Oh, because he's going to start seeing things for what they actually are once he gets that age. We grow, learn, and progress, right? Well, as far as women, they progress while they're learning. We men don't work the same way. We have to bump our heads to learn shit. So with that being said, I'm making it short right now. So with that being said, I understood what she said, and yes, men are not supposed to be crying in front of their bitches because you're gonna lose respect for him.
No.
You think I love to see a man cry. You're gonna lose respect for him. Now, and I'm ended right there. Zeus, did I tell a lie about anything?
The lady didn't say. I didn't hear her say anything about crying.
All of them said they do not want a man to cry in front of them. Tyranny was the only one with that bullshit. Oh, it is okay for a man to cry. I love to see a man cry. Your husband, even with that being said, your husband is going to lose respect for you the same time
My
you lose a respect
husband.
for him.
Okay, Black America. Okay, honestly, I was listening to what you said. You
I'm
said,
just being
let me
honest
know.
with you, T.
Let me go
I'm
over
being
what you
honest with
said.
you.
You're gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna forget. Let me just do a quick recap.
Go ahead,
You
love.
said that my
Go ahead.
husband is going to become shit around the age of 35. He's going to feel like he has all this pride
No,
to where he's going to go and sleep around with other women. This is what I heard. I heard
no.
that my husband ain't shit right now, but when he's around 35, he's going to become the shit. Okay. Then you're also telling me that my husband is going to lose interest in me because I advise him that when he wants to cry, he can cry on my shoulder. I'm confused. Your world is a little twisted. It's a movie I'm not willing to watch because y'all have this mentality that all men are cheaters. You guys have this mentality that all men are bad. So then when a woman
I never said cheating. I never said cheating, Teraney. I never said cheating.
What is a hoe?
What are you talking about?
Am I wrong?
I didn't say anything about.
Gonna go around and be 35 and be a hoe and gonna go out there and be wild. Didn't know what you said?
No, I didn't say anything like that. I said when he becomes 35, he's going to come into his own.
Yeah.
That means he's going to start noticing and seeing himself for who he actually can be or is becoming. And he's going to be mad at you.
Why would he be mad at me?
Not Teraney. I just said you have a strong personality.
No, I don't.
I think.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right. Well, maybe.
I mean, I think
I got you.
What you saying because really you down talking my marriage. I'm be honest. I mean, usually I can have a conversation about whatever, but when you start,
I'm not down talking your marriage.
Going to realize who he is. What's your conclusion from that? Like, what's your conclusion?
My conclusion is if you don't change now, this is your third man in another 4 years. You're good.
This is
Teraney,
exactly why
this is your third man.
What you don't like, somebody else.
You just asked me what my what my conclusion was. No, and I'm being honest with you.
Black America. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You really don't know me outside this internet space. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Okay. You guys, I'm coming on here to have a debate, right? Shut up. I'm not done talking. I come on here to have a debate. And then you make it personal and
that's something you do with your husband. I'm not that nigga.
And because you cry like a little, my husband don't do all this wine. Okay. He don't have no problem with tyranny. No. Yeah, Cameron.
No problem with tyranny.
I'm not that nigga.
You is some nigga. Today you is the nigga.
Tyranny. Tyranny.
You always want to judge tyranny because
tyranny. I'm not
3 million.
Tyranny. Breathe. Take a beat. I'm not telling you. Take a beat, Tyranny. You can't take good advice. Take a beat. That means take a breath.
But what is the conclusion? Your conclusion is me change to be what? So Black America, because Black men are not aggressive at all or controlling, right? So you tell me what you think I should change to make my husband happy.
Black men are what?
You're
Black men are what?
Not aggressive and you're not controlling, right? You're neither of that. So you tell me, Black America, what you think I need to do to change for my husband.
Tyranny, do you think you're a soft woman?
Do you want to ask? You know what, HQ, I'm sick of this. I'll be back. Let's see. You know what? Y'all want to know? Let's see. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's all Donald Trump.
Hey, you want that smoke? You brought that smoke to your door.
I didn't bring any smoke. I didn't tell one lie.
Yeah,
I didn't tell one lie.
You're talking to Teraney. You're talking to Teraney. Zeus.
You women requested.
Okay, so what does that mean? She got 3 baby. She got 3 baby daddies.
I don't think that was. I don't think. So I mean, the smoke is there, my friend. The smoke is there. The smoke is there.
No. I'm saying that's why you ask for the truth, and I'm telling her the truth. Every man go through these stages of life. Right, He's at his 5th, 7th. all of us go through a different stage, and we
Right.
change into the we're like butterflies. We're like butterflies until we're like caterpillars until we're 50, right? We're always evolving. And when
Yeah, but
he gets to that stage,
what
he's
you did
gonna
was you took a generalized
I told her
thing,
the truth.
then you went
It,
specific.
it's not a generalized thing. Zeus, is anything I said wrong, bro? Just tell me.
No, I didn't think so, and I didn't think it was personal. I think what happens is I don't know Black America. He don't know me. So when he says something, he's saying generally. I can't take that personally. Why would I be offended by somebody who's on the internet? He
Right.
was trying to make a basic point of
So
knowledge
so
and
now
tap into
Zeus.
the universe.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So no,
So now
what you
Zeus,
came
did you
in,
go
what you
through these
came in
same
and said.
changes and points in your life?
No,
I'm sorry, I
what you
didn't hear
came,
you.
no,
Excuse
what you
Did you
came
go
in and
through these
said.
same?
Wait a minute.
Did
What you came? Well, hold on, Black America. What you came in and
Go ahead.
said was no woman wants to see her man cry. Yes, that was a totally different thing than what me and Tierney were talking about. Me and Tierney were saying no, that a man's first counsel should be his wife, and the women on the panel were saying no, it should not be his wife. It should be a professional. And I said to Tierney, okay, fine. Those are single women. Let them have their own consultation about how they think things should go. We didn't say anything about men crying on our shoulder. We didn't say anything like that. Me and Tierney didn't say anything about men crying on our shoulder. We said the first counsel that a man should have should be his helpmeet, which is his wife. That's all we said. That's all.
You didn't ask for the
What
truth? You
and
guys didn't ask for the truth?
I mean, Tierney asked for the truth, right?
Okay, but
yeah,
that's where Black
yeah.
America
Well, she
came
said
in.
Yeah, but
And
he
he even
started being
hold on,
personal.
hold on,
Your
hold on a
truth
second. Hold on
wasn't
a second.
sharing
I'm
the
Hold
not
on a
being
second.
specific.
personal.
I'm talking. Hold on a second.
Yes, you was.
But didn't you guys say, tell us the truth? And you called Black America and Zeus. You said, tell us the truth. Black America came on and said, if you guys want the truth, I will
No,
tell you the truth.
that's why
Yeah,
we're
but
Is that
manipulating.
not what he
I'm
said?
pretty sure what Tierney meant was in generalities, not specifically her life. She meant in generalities regarding men
I,
and issues.
I was being
So
general
you want the
about
truth
men.
your way. Hold on, Black America. So you want the truth your way. It doesn't
Let
work
me
like
tell
that.
you something. You don't have no truth in my relationship or my life. I was asking you a 1 +
Okay.
1 = 2 ass question. You niggas think y'all so smart that you started talking stupid. So if you can't answer a general question like, hey, ladies, don't open up your legs to men because really we just want the sex. If you can't answer a general question like a man likes a woman, period, no matter ass or titties, then I don't need to hear what you got to say. I don't need y'all coming telling me what to do. I'm a grown ass woman.
Well,
Go talk to your
well,
daughters.
well, that's wanting it to the way you want it, though, Tyranny, and that's not the truth.
Well, that's why you're
That's
single.
not the truth.
Because
That's
you're
not the
not
honest
giving
truth.
your woman what she wants, how she wants it. You're giving her what she wants the way you want it. That's not
Who,
going to work.
who are
I
you
didn't ask
talking
you the
about?
truth about
Who
my
are you
marriage, though.
talking about?
That sounds you. That
Who
sounds
are you?
ridiculous. If you think I
Okay,
asked you
The
so
the truth.
car is
first of
spinning.
all, who's
The
single?
car is
Me?
spinning.
You're single.
Okay. Zeus, because they didn't like my truth, why don't you tell them some truisms about me? Go
No,
ahead,
it
Zeus.
wasn't a matter. It wasn't a matter of me not hearing the truth. It was personal to Tierney. I understood where you were going with it, but Tierney didn't like that you got personal with her. Okay,
I
so
don't know
Zeus.
why people.
So
How
what?
can somebody get personal if they don't even know you?
I did not get
Oh my God, these
did not
conversations.
get personal. I'm just telling you the stages of life that men go through, how we progress.
But I recall on the tail
If
end
you
of that,
felt like it was personal, that is a you problem. That
So why did you say she has to change herself? She has to change herself. I'm not really sure whether you said that or not, or you implied that or not. That she had to change.
because tyranny said, so what do I have to do? And I said, in order to keep the kind of man that you have right now, you're going to have to change. I asked her one simple question. Do she feel like she's a hold on. You don't even want to listen. Do you feel like you are a hard, smart, strong woman?
No, I get weak.
You can't answer that question. Okay. You have to men, it seems like you have a slick mouth. You're not going to be able to keep a man with that type of talk. I'm just saying.
Black America. Okay, let me respond. I'm trying to be as calm. To calm down. Okay. It don't make sense to me. Like y'all gonna tell me about me, but I have results. I am a married baby mama, and this man don't have any complaints that any of y'all do. You have never even met me. Okay, this is called the internet, right? We come on here and we give our arguments and disagreements. But once the computer goes down or closed or you turn off your phone, y'all don't know that tyranny, right? So I don't respect the judgment that you guys give based off of y'all seeing me off of other people's channels, judging me because I have children by men. Just stick to the goddamn topic. That's all I ask. I don't know why y'all always want to come at me about me. Like, let me live my life. You're not even involved in my life. That's all I'm saying.
Once again, we're talking about the patterns. We're not talking about the person.
What patterns?
And hold on a second. None of us know each other. That's correct. So when somebody says something about me and I think it's personal, it can't be because they don't know me. But I think I try to get hold on a second. I'm still talking. Nobody interrupted you. I think the point is these conversations are hard. But what we're trying to do is we're getting the general gist of what people are saying. He was talking about the cycles that men go through to give you the men's perspective. That's what he was doing. He was showing how men come out of their cocoon and their reaction. That was the golden nugget. It wasn't necessarily any individual, but he was talking about universal cycles. With that said,
no, he wasn't, Zeus. He was talking about tyranny. And nobody talks about you, Zeus. People don't come on these goddamn spaces and say anything about you. But you niggas come on this space and make an appearance to say something about tyranny. I don't have no cycles. Like I said, you guys don't know anything. But keep the conversation to be general. Don't start being disrespectful. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. People talk about people on the internet all the time, and I never take it personal. Hold on. I never take it personal. And if anybody does, that's on them because they don't know you. We know the general gist. He's talking general gist. Mm-hmm. You keep making it personal. He's not making it personal.
No, he said tyranny. Go ahead, HQ. I'm not going to continue to argue with these niggas.
Strong independent victim. You can't be both.
That's your mama. Go ahead, HQ.
Thank you.
So we said we wanted to have the conversation. We wanted to have the conversation without having the talking points because it's like we always talk against each other. We had the conversation a while back, or it was last week. We were talking about X, Y, and Z. I had an issue, with one of the podcasters, and what they said, right? My whole thing was we have all of these stereotypes about each other, or we have all of these talking points about each other, but nothing gets solved when you have these talking points about people, because they think they know how a person acts or how a person performs every time they come out the gate, right? Every time they come out the gate, most people will look and say, okay, well, HQ is single, she did X, Y, and Z, she did X, Y, and Z, right? Yeah, but there's different people act differently in different situations, and we're not all the same. And I get it. If there's a pattern, if it's enough people who do X, Y, and Z, you all seem to think women do X, Y, and Z. But we were trying to explain from the other panel that those women were single, giving advice or trying to say this is how stuff goes, when you can't say that. And you were giving you some of the stuff you were saying was okay, but the bulk of the stuff is talking points, and you really don't know the ins and outs of being married or being a wife. So it was kind of difficult for us to, when I was listening to Teraney on the other panel, and I wasn't on the panel, I was like, really? This is what they're saying? They don't make sense to me. I understand why she would say it. But then I thought to myself, this ain't nothing but talking points. And this is why I got off of panels, because I got tired of hearing the same talking points between people. I don't want to hear people bring up talking points, because talking points.
Can I ask you a question though, HQ? While you're talking about the talking points, can I say something real quick? These were women. These were women saying that they do not want to see a man cry. Okay? I don't care if they're married or not married or anything in between. These are women that saying they would lose respect. I do not want to see a man cry. Do not cry around me.
I wonder why. I didn't hear him say that. I didn't hear him say that because I wasn't there that long, so I don't know. I didn't hear him say that.
The only reason a man. All right,
go ahead, Black American. Go ahead, Black
American. The only reason the girl said the man could cry is if his mama or daddy died. Other than that, nigga, don't be crying. I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, how does that make you feel?
What do you mean? I told HQ the other day, if a man loses his job, if he's bedridden or anything, and you can ask HQ, I said, the woman is leaving. We as men, it don't make us feel no way. We accept what the truth is. We know that as a man, if you can't provide anymore, you have lost your wife.
And how
we know that.
How does that make
it doesn't make me feel any kind of way.
So you're telling me if you went to your wife right now and you was hurt about something, shit, and you start crying and she looked at you and she said, "Don't start that crying shit with me."
My bitch would definitely say that. You don't know my wife. HQ heard my wife in the background giving that one nigga the blues. You don't know her. She don't give a motherfucker.
How does that make you feel knowing you cannot?
I don't have feelings. Teraney, I don't have
you
feelings.
You also said you are not the happiest in your marriage. Did you not say that?
No. Is happy. We don't.
Is it me
okay,
or you?
You just went on out.
I don't give a fuck about being happy. I don't care about being happy. That's not what my goal is. That's not what my goal in life is. Huh?
What's your goal?
Finish. I got a 7-year-old. Once she's grown, I can pass on as long as she don't end up in a strip club or in a brothel. That's my goal, is to keep my daughter out of hoeing and out of the strip club. That's my goal.
Okay.
Our goals as men and women are not the same. And happiness has nothing to do with a man's ability to conduct himself.
That sounds
We don't.
crazy to me.
That sounds crazy to
Okay,
me.
well, you guys don't look at see. You know what? And now I'm lying. So I'm
That's
not gonna
no,
I'm
no,
not
you're
gonna
not
tell that
saying
lie.
that. I'm not. No, I'm not saying that you're
No,
lying.
no, no, no,
Is
no,
for
no,
the
no, no. I said I was finna lie. HQ, you know it to be true 100% because you damn near start crying when I said he raised his kids and he was happy and he could move on, he could pass on. That's what your husband was happy about. He did his fucking job.
Yeah,
We don't.
but Black America,
Oh,
along the
go ahead.
way, he was a happy individual. Though he was a very happy individual. He would get up on the day, and you'd hear him singing, or you'd hear him saying, rapping, or you'd hear him. He was a happy individual. He just didn't
We
live
all
for
do
me.
that, HQ.
He didn't just live for me. He lived for himself as well.
Did he? How many times a year? And be honest, how many times a year did your husband go and buy himself tennis shoes?
Maybe twice.
Because we don't fucking live for ourselves. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We don't care about ourselves or our lives. The only thing that matters is the things that we do for you once or twice a year. That's all married men. We get the shit end of the stick.
I think you should. Now, this is the part where I feel like you should see counseling outside of your wife, because there might be going on something internally where you feel like you're not worth nothing. So you're feeling your negative feelings to all men. That's not cool. Some men like to be happy. A lot of men like it when their woman makes them happy.
Tyranny,
And a lot of things,
tyranny.
one of the things that make a lot of
My
men happy
my
is
life,
to know that they got a
my
best
life
friend.
is grand. Tyranny, my life is grand. My my woman who has been with me since I was a kid, 33 years. My life is great. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. My life is grand, Tyranny.
You said when you get to do whatever you want. So right now you're not doing whatever you want.
I said I get to do whatever I want. Meaning, once again, and you can ask Miss HQ. HQ, didn't I say if I'm fucking a girl on another, and I said it just like this. If I'm fucking a girl on another side of town and my wife calls, she just cares that I answer the phone and that I come to her when needed.
What?
Is that not what I said, HQ?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. With her in the room, right there, sitting by me. My life is awesome. I have an awesome life.
That's not happiness.
Wow.
That's not happiness. That's settling. That's settling. Y'all are different. Lex said, "What's happiness? Happiness is just being able to breathe." I don't know, man, because I've been unhappy and I was so uptight and I couldn't breathe, and it was every second of the moment because I didn't know what was going on. This type of happiness, I can breathe. And where you're trying to tell people that they should change to keep their man, I just think that that's a different type of mindset because you're not happy.
You asked me my synopsis, and I tried to explain it to you, but like I said, it doesn't matter to me because when you go on the market again, if you ever do, you're going to run into a bunch of older men like me that are going to be the only ones that are going to be trying to deal with you. Just like this young lady on the screen said, hey, do I need to go up in age? Do I need to go up in age? I'm sorry, Terry, that's just the way it is.
I look better than a lot of these young ass girls walking around. For one, because you men love a good looking woman. And I am that. For two, baby, I got what I need to get what I want. So unfortunately, you guys keep thinking that I'm gonna have to settle for one of you old niggas. I promise you I'm not gonna have to. I promise you that. But that's what I'm saying. See, HQ, that's where the conversation gets disrespectful. Because then you're disrespecting me. And I have every right to defend myself.
You asked me a question about you. So if once you personalize it, then
Wait a minute, I got a question. Black America.
Go ahead.
Why is it that you feel if tyranny, if let's take tyranny out of it, why do you feel that if you get older and you get out of a relationship that you have to settle for certain things? Why is it that you feel like it has to be settled?
So, and this is in general, like I always been speaking. In general, you have already been with a man. You are accustomed to that man. You have taken on that man's mentality. You use that man's words. You like the way that man's cologne is. To me, you're now just cannon fodder. You are only good for a sexual relation because I'm not going to be fucking a woman that's a man. You have turned into that man. Remember me telling you a long time ago, HQ, that you have to be absorbed by your man, which you were. You were absorbed by feet. Right. You were the only one that could calm him down. You're the only one that could talk shit to him and get away with it. Anybody else would be damn near dead. Right. You see what I mean?
Right.
You were absorbed by him and he was absorbed by you. Hey, HQ, I'm not gonna take you on. You're your husband.
Right.
So you want
You're your husband. Nobody's talking about a virgin, Teraney.
I'm saying that's what you want. You want a little girl. You want a little girl. We
want a woman who is malleable to us. I need you to be malleable to me.
You want a 19, 18-year-old. That's what you want. A 21-year-old. That's what you want. You guys are perverts and you don't know it. Y'all need to turn the TV off. Okay. For one, you don't even know a grown woman's body count. I can tell you my goddamn body count is 3. Yeah. So what that talking point you're using is invalid. Y'all really need to reconsider what you want. Maybe even reconsider who and what you really are. But go ahead, HQ. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just listening. I'm trying to figure out how you navigate past this. Women are not any good after they've been in relationships.
I did not say not any good. I did not say that. I didn't say any good. But what I said was you're no longer malleable. If you're making a sandwich, you're making a sandwich for your husband. You're not making the sandwich the way I want it made. You're making a sandwich the way you always make it.
Yeah, but that's the beauty about that. That's the beauty about human beings. They become absorbed by other people, and they can learn new things. I can learn to make the sandwich the way you want me to make the sandwich. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You make it sound as though a woman cannot change. A woman cannot change and be a wife or a helpmate to another person after she.
HQ, are you setting your ways?
I'm only setting my ways to my personal thing, but I know
there you go. There you go. I don't need you setting your ways. That's what I'm talking about. You're setting your ways.
Yeah, but I'm not setting my ways to the point where I will alienate another person.
Yes, it is, because you have a particular way of you like doing things. You're OCD, right? You want things in your house a certain way.
Yes,
right?
But I change for other people.
I don't want to put up with that. As men, we don't want to put up with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But see, here's the thing. The whole point is that everybody has things that they're set in their ways about. Not just women. Not just women. Men are setting their ways in a lot of ways. So you all have to adapt to a woman. Just like a woman
name something that men don't change for women. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just name. No. You just told me men are setting their ways. And I said, name something that a man will not change for the woman that he wants. Go ahead.
Something that he said in his ways.
I don't know what
do you mean? It could be a TV show that him and his ex used to watch. It could be the way that he laughed is the way that she used to laugh. I mean,
Nope.
you guys bring
Hey,
over stuff from your
The way he
past.
like his food cooked. The way he like his
so
food cooked. The way he
so
like his
HQ.
food cooked. The way
No,
he
no,
like his
no, no.
sex. The way he like
HQ,
his
your husband was your
Exactly.
husband was an asshole. You made him stop cussing at you when he cussed at everybody else in the whole fucking world.
What they
So
got to do
you
with
can't
the
tell
man?
HQ. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You cannot tell me anything about. I am a man. You cannot tell me
You
if
sound like
you
jealousy.
tell me. No, it's not jealousy. It's if HQ was married to her husband and she told him to paint the moon, this nigga's gonna start trying to find out to build a space rocket to get up there. Tyranny, my whole thing is everything that we do as men, we make money, we work out, we go to the gym, everything that we're growing to be better for you as a woman. We're
Okay,
and
Why
so
is
if it
it
we
that
are
doesn't
we
work
going.
for
always
me,
pushback? So why we always got pushback when we say women are the prize?
yes.
You get pushback because the men don't get shit. You're an empty prize.
Oh
You're an empty
my
prize.
God.
You,
You just
there's no
said
there's no,
you just said you do X, Y, and Z for this female. You do all of these things
but
for the
but
female, just for
but
the favor,
exactly
just for the
so that
gaze
you
of the
are
female.
so that you are vagina adjacent. Vagina for many men is oxygen.
Women,
It is oxygen.
don't try to minimize it now. What you said
No,
was
I'm
you would
saying
build a rocket,
vagina is great.
or did he not say
Vagina is
he would
great.
build a
It's
rocket?
great, Black America. Do you like vagina for real?
Listen, and I've said it before. I would cut off my right arm if I could have head, some good head every day. I cut off my
Just
right
a
arm.
woman? I gotta be the only one to give you good head. I'm just
Wait a minute, Black America. You got three women. You said you had three women. Not none of them three women. You can't what?
nah,
No,
so
no, 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 no. As a man, what I'm saying is, as a man, yeah, and that's why I do because I can do whatever I want. That's why I'm telling Tyranny, my life is great. My life ain't like just like a regular thing.
I bet.
My shit
I
is
bet.
awesome,
I bet it
you
is.
know.
Mm-hmm. So
So
I'm saying you would be on our side when I said when men give us the pushback about women being the prize. Why wouldn't women be the prize? Because what you described was the woman being the prize. That's what you
no,
described.
no. What I was describing was as long as I get with you what I want, you can have anything else. I don't give a fuck about the things you want. I just want what I want.
Which is what?
I
What do you
don't
want?
care.
Which
Get
is the
it.
box. The box.
There you go. Thank you,
The
HQ,
box or
for
the head?
understanding.
Wait. The box
Oh,
or the head?
the head, the head, of course, but the box is cool too sometimes. Yes.
He said, nah, ain't Black America. More popcorn.
Look, I can't argue with that at all. We just left Aaron out of the whole conversation. I swear to God. The initial conversation that we had was when we got on these panels and they were doing the talking points. The talking points don't get us nowhere when we do those talking points. And people who be on panels who have never been married, who have never been through the process of having conflict within a relationship like that. There's a different dynamic when you have conflict in a marriage as opposed to a relationship in which you can walk right out the door. Most people don't walk right out the door when they have conflict in a marriage. I'm saying the young ladies were talking like, oh, we know exactly what happens in a relationship. We know exactly what happens in a marriage. That's not how marriages go.
Right.
That's not how they go. We know that being married people approach their family and their spouse and their relationship and they problems way different from a single person. A single person may approach those problems with a nihilistic mind thought where I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want to say in order to win.
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether it hurts that spouse or not. A lot of people will do that when they're single. When you're married, you try not to do that because you try not to hurt their feelings. You don't want to see them walking out the door. So our approach to problems and things like that may be different from a single person. And when a single person gets on a platform and says, "Oh, I don't want my husband talking to me. He need to go to a counselor," or blah blah blah, we're like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That don't even make no sense."
No.
Right. And I'm saying to you, when a man comes to us and he's heartbroken or he's crying or he feels a certain type of way, if you are truly invested in that relationship and that marriage, there ain't no, "You better get away from me crying like that." Ain't no woman worth her salt who's married to, who really cares about their husband, who cares about their marriage, gonna say that to their man.
Right.
Ain't no woman gonna do that. And I'm saying, where did we get women who would do that? Except I've only heard single women say that kind of garbage. Right. I've never heard married women say they told their husband to get the hell away from him when he was crying, or get the hell away from me when you want to talk about your feelings.
Unless they were over him and had another option.
Right. And they had another option. That's the only way you would have heard a married woman say something like that. And that's all me and Teraney said. You have to be in it and understand you cannot just say what. And I told my son this a long time ago when he was a teenager. He was 15 years old. I said, you can't say what you want to say when you want to say it. You can't say what you want to say just because it can be said. You have to consider other people's feelings before you open your mouth.
So you stifled him as a young man. Is that why he was dating a white girl? So he could say what he couldn't say?
No. He came to me and he was saying something, and I was like, I don't know why you think you can talk to me how you want to talk to me. You don't get to say what you want to say when you say. He was talking to me in a certain tone and a manner, and I told him, you don't get to say what you want to say when you want to say it, not to me. Okay, so this was between him and I, the relationship between him and I, and I've spoken to my children in that way. You don't get to speak as an adult. As a kid, you don't get to say what you want to say. As an adult, when you turn 18, we speak like adults to each other, but I am still your mother. I'm not your mama anymore. I'm not mama. I'm your mother. So therefore, you speak to me in a different tone, and I have garnered that respect that you speak to me in a tone. When you're a kid, I give you leeway because you're a kid, and I'm not finna knock your teeth out of your throat. But as an adult, we have to talk as adults, right? And so I said to my son, you don't get to say what you want to say when you want to say it. And I say that to adults too. You don't get to say what you want to say when you want to say it as a married person, because we have to consider other people before we open our mouth. And for me to say, I'm not going to co-sign no woman who says, "Oh, you better get away from me crying like that." You don't want to be married.
Exactly.
You don't want to be married when you say something like that to a husband. And when you say to your wife, "I don't give a shit what you like or you don't like," don't you think that's also disrespectful, Black America? When you say that to a wife, "I don't give a fuck what you like. Do what you like. I don't give a fuck." Don't you think that's disrespectful too?
Yeah. It shocked me.
Well, I don't. But you can act.
Oh, you just went right on out. Yes, I'm saying women for sure have said that. I'm saying you don't want to be married when you speak to your spouse that way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing else. You don't want to be married as a man or a wife, a husband or a woman. You don't want to be married if you don't think about what you say, calibrate what you say before you say it to a spouse. That's all I'm saying. And maybe it depends on how long you've been married. It depends on X, Y, and Z. But I can tell you for sure, if you ain't been married a long time, you can't say whatever you want to say. Get away from me, you crying. Them is word. That mean I'm finna get away from you forever. I'm not gonna deal with you at all. Okay? If you don't know how to handle, if your world or if your disposition and the way you are is so full that you don't have room for me and my emotions, and I'm your husband, then I don't need to be your husband. If you cannot handle my emotions as your wife, if you can't handle my emotions as your husband, then you don't need to be my wife or my husband. You're supposed to be able to handle yours, emotional maturity. Then you're supposed to have a little bit room left over for my emotions so you can help me navigate what I'm going through. That's what is supposed to happen in a marriage. You're supposed to be able to handle the emotions that come your way, be able to understand the difference between yours and hers, and be able to help her through hers.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. And single women, I listen to single women on panels. I listen to single men on panels, but I always take their word with a grain of salt because they haven't been in the trenches.
And now you see, that's what it's like. That honestly, that conversation really threw me off to be so selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, women, we really do need to be okay with being led. I mean, with being led, right? Yeah, led. Because you see a lot now, and a lot of women that's younger women, they got that Sasha Fierce Beyonce attitude. It's I can do what I want, I can say what I want. Megan Thee Stallion. I can do what I want, I can say what I want. You can't tell me nothing. I don't cook and clean. Ladies, we're not being taught what it means to really be a female, but I couldn't imagine telling my husband my problems and I'm expecting him to listen. But him telling me his problems and people like Black America talking about I'm going to be unattractive or I'm going to lose him. That was just wild. That was wild.
I mean,
that's not at all what I said.
Why are we always getting what you said?
I'm telling you that is not at all what I said because you misconstrued what I said completely and totally. What I'm saying is, once it gets to a point to where he looks back and he looks at himself, he's going to be like, "Oh, I've been fucking up," and he's going to try and change it, and you're not going to like what you see once he tries to change it. That's what the cocoon and the butterfly, that's what all that was about. But you got so upset that you didn't listen to it.
Or when he gets 30 something, he's going to look back and he is going to be happy with the man that he has become. So I guess, you're speaking in a one direction, which is negative. I don't do well with negativity. I believe in speaking light over people. But y'all don't give me, because I know you niggas don't like me anyway, but you're not giving me any hope that real men exist. Y'all not giving me any faith that men don't, all men cheat.
What's a real man?
A real man is one
you
that
think
takes
it is? Hold on. Is a real man what you think it is, or what other men look at and say it is?
I believe that when man was made, there was a standard placed upon him. Now I could give you my definition of what I would like for my man to be, but I'm pretty sure all you men, y'all know what the standard of a man is. Y'all know what it is. Okay. All this, I'm having sex, I'm cheating on my wife, I'm going to change and be different. That's some bullshit. That's some boy stuff. That's not no real man stuff. I could tell you that. But man, y'all don't have to go the way that Black America is telling you. You could go a different route. You could be a good person, be an honest person, be a loyal person. That way, 10 years down the road, you look back at your wife and be like, this is the one that held me down. you know. But all right, HQ, I'm gonna go. Thanks for having me.
Oh, wait, where are you going?
My husband cooked dinner, so I gotta go eat. Oh, well, Aaron, what you want to say?
Oh, it's too late now. You out. Yeah, I blame HQ. I blame Black America. This was a long-winded trio of Tony Award-winning performers for a Broadway production of a shit show deluxe. This entire conversation. How you let this happen, Black America? You chased them down the rabbit hole. I blame you. You chased the Cheshire Cats down the rabbit hole.
Hey, I love it. Everything is always blamed on me anyway.
They ran you round the block, brother.
I'm a man. I'm a man, so blame it on me.
I was just trying to get clear. I was trying to get clarity on some things.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. That was a lousy attempt at trying to gain clarity. I was here. You can't. You see, well, here's the thing. HQ, I have ears and pretty decent technology. I was here for a lot of that. You weren't trying to gain no clarity.
Look, I didn't tell Black America to come.
No. I'm done talking to Black America. I'm talking to you. You said you were trying to gain clarity. You were not.
Yeah. Well, I wanted them to gain clarity.
I know. I hear you.
Not me. And I let it play out the way it was. It's true. I wasn't trolling. I was trying to contribute to the conversation. But she came up and she asked about the one lady, and then we talked about the one lady and X, Y, and Z. And I get it. I do. The whole point is I hate the talking points, because the talking points, it's like we going around in circles, that's what you're doing right now. You're about to repeat the same thing you've been saying for the last hour with talking points. You're going in circles. You done took circles around the block with Black America in the back seat. Y'all rode around the block. Okay. Okay.
Here's some questions. You ready? You ready for some clarity? And you know me. This is uncharacteristic. I'm never rude. Okay. Here's some clarity. Question number 1. And I remember Teraney specifically asking Black America, and by virtue of Black America, men in general, to tell you about us and stop telling y'all about y'all. Mm-hmm. And so many times he proceeded to do exactly that, to the degree where he tried to explain what happiness means to us. And do you know what she did? Sat there and told that man, that's not happiness. That's no way to live. You full of shit. All this, he's telling you about the mindset of men. Right. He's fulfilling the task that has been set upon him, and he has been told he's doing it wrong, he's bullshitting, or that's no way to, you know what I mean? Like, your perspective, the woman's perspective, was forced upon his narrative of the man's perspective. That's the first thing. The second thing, you know what? Y'all been at it long enough. I'm disappointed. I'm not even going to continue. Because it's going to be me going down the rabbit hole with y'all. Just know that this is disappointing.
I need to hear the scientific approach of this shit. Go ahead here, break this shit down, brother.
So, all right. So, can you explain that one right there, the one I just presented to you, Miss HQ? How you do that?
Say it again.
You and Teraney asked men to tell you about men and stop telling y'all about women. Black America goes and breaks down the way man looks at happiness throughout his life, and all y'all could do was sit there and tell that man how wrong he was and how incorrect that approach to happiness that men have, which is true. The man didn't lie, and you're sitting there telling him that he either A is lying or B has a misguided approach to life with his narrative about what happiness means to men.
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say
okay. Okay, so you accept that his explanation of the way men look at happiness throughout their life.
Yeah, I guess I accept it. It is what it is. He said it. That's the way he approaches it. I just gave him an example of another different perspective.
No, not the way I approach it. Come on, you got to use your words. Not the way I approach it.
It's the way men approach it, right? Because happiness is inconsequential to us, right? This is why I always say men are driven by a sense of duty, right? We have a task set upon us by our Creator to, procreate and do well by the world by making sure the results of our procreation are successful, more so than us, right? This is called the path of evolution. And to do that, we have to take on a woman and cater to her needs and take care of her as well. We don't have time to worry about happiness, right? And this goes back to the statement that you were saying about how men should cry in front of their women. Other than loss of a loved one, there's no reason why a man should cry to his woman. In fact, I don't think a man should seek counsel with his woman. What a woman should provide a man is perspective and insight, but this is not counseling and guidance. That's what his wolf pack is for, and that's what his elder is for. If that man's father's around, that's who he seeks guidance and counsel with. If his wolf pack's around and solid, which a solid man's going to have a solid wolf pack, he also seeks counseling and guidance. Because here's one thing about men that's different from women. When women cry, they want to be heard, right? They don't want solutions right then and there. Men want solutions. We're solution oriented. So that's a deviation from what your natural response is going to be to our tears anyway. Furthermore, it's going to be a sign that we've lost control. If a man's crying about some problems in his life, somehow there's going to be a trickle-down effect that's going to impact you, which means internally you're going to start to panic. You have lost control of something. Something is out of whack and it's driven you to tears, which means I'm threatened. You're not going to be in any position to give me advice. You're not even wired to move straight to advice. That's the first thing a man wants to do is find a solution. You know how I know? Because I was edified by my wife every time she would come home and say, she would have an issue in the office that she didn't like, and I'm coming up with solutions. And she said, "Shut the fuck up with the solutions. I just want to vent." Apologies. Now I'm a better husband because when she comes home and wants to vent, she's allowed to vent, right? Because that's her initial proclivity. But that's not my initial proclivity. So if I come to vent to her, she's not going to look at me for some and provide solutions, not any reasonable ones. I go to my wolf pack and my elder for that. And if I came to her with problems, you know what she's going to do? You've lost control. Well, it's time to panic. So no, what are you talking about? No, this makes sense. Happiness is not in a man's paradigm when it comes to his life. Duty, responsibility, progress. Those are what drives men. Happiness we could give a fuck about. And that was a brilliant question that Black America asked the panel. When's the last time your man bought his own tennis shoes? My wife can tell you. You know how often I buy tennis shoes? Once a year when she reminds me, hey, they're looking a little raggedy. They starting to talk. Oh, shit, I guess I better, you know what I mean? So this whole conversation was allowed to go cattywampus. And I'm disappointed in you. I am, genuinely.
I'm listening.
Oh, I'm finished.
Okay.
Aaron, I don't think they. I know that I have. It seems like I have a harsh way about saying this stuff, so they don't believe it when I say it. They don't believe the fact that I counsel so many men a week, talking them out of the bell tower. Men that are getting divorced and girls cheating on them and separating. They don't understand. Just like you talk about the wolf pack, they don't understand what men are actually doing and what they're going through. And when I say it, because they might not like the tone or who's saying it, they just discard it like it means nothing. It's really kind of bad.
I watched it all night.
I'm not dismissing what you're saying. I'm saying that to me, that comes across as a miserable human being. To me, I'm saying that's what it comes across as a miserable existence to me, because that's not how I approach life and approach problems and people and experiences. I don't approach it as, well, I don't need to get happiness out of it.
That's selfish.
We don't approach it like that.
That's selfish. We know you don't approach it like that. We know you don't approach it like that. But the question was asked to tell you about men. Yeah. So when you're being told about men, for you to move the conversation there, not only is inconsequential, but it is self-centered. You sat there and told this man, tell us about women and stop telling us about us. And then you went and turned the conversation right at y'all when he's telling y'all about men in contrast to us.
You keep saying me. I didn't say any of that. Teraney said that. I just listened to her conversation and listened to whatever he had to say.
And you supported it with the occasional narrative that had nothing to do with understanding men, but opposing what men are into, i.e., crying in front of a man's spouse.
Okay. Somebody, I can't hear somebody. Black America? That you?
No, nobody was saying anything. I just appreciate Aaron for saying it, and and like I said, I don't have any ill will towards Terry, but I'm a man, and like I said, all men, all of us, 10, 11 years old, we start looking at your
you just died.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
I died.
We didn't hear nothing you said. Now we can hear you.
Oh, okay. We start paying attention to you at a very young age, and at an advanced stage now, being in my 50s, I have seen tyranny. I have seen you. I have seen every woman thousands of times. I've seen thousands of times.
Right. Women. Yes, I'm more than I'm willing to.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm willing to. It's a matter of the conversation is interesting. The things you have to say. I don't disbelieve what you say when it comes to me. I don't disbelieve that. I believe that what you're saying. I get that. I'm just saying it's not the way we women approach. It's just not the way us women approach life. We don't just live to serve. We don't live to serve like that. Okay.
We are acutely aware.
We also expect to have happiness within that framework. We don't just expect to exist. We just don't expect to do that. And that's a weird dynamic for us women.
Who does happiness benefit? Who does your happiness benefit?
Whose happiness benefit?
Yours. The happiness that women expect out of life. Who does that happiness benefit?
Everybody.
I'm going to ask you one more time. The happiness that women expect out of life benefits whom?
For me, everybody around me.
So you don't have any self-control. You don't know how to treat people well, despite your state of happiness. See, this is not a privilege that man gets to live with. If I'm having a shit show of a day, I still need to come home and treat my family like with kid gloves. Like I cannot come home and my family suffers the fallout of the lack of happiness that I'm feeling. That cannot happen. Men do not have that privilege.
I mean, because happiness. I don't walk around the world and expect people to be happy or to make me happy. I don't walk around and do that.
I know. What you said was women expect happiness in life.
No, I expect happiness. Of course, I expect to be happy. I expect to. How do I explain it? I expect me to make me happy. I don't expect people to make me happy. I've never approached life with you need to make me happy. I've always done things. If I'm happy, then it will resonate around me. If I'm unhappy, then everybody else that's around me will know that I'm unhappy. So I try not to be unhappy. So I try to make myself happy, so everybody around me can resonate with other people. I've always been that way. I've never said, oh, okay, well, I just got to make me happy and I don't care about other people. I have never been that person.
So how does this move?
I don't feel good with other people around me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
HQ. I don't understand anything you just said, HQ.
Me neither.
To be honest with you.
Okay. What I said was I have to make myself happy internally. That internal happiness spreads to the outside of me. any person that is around me will feel the happiness and it will resonate onto that person. That's what I'm saying. If I'm not happy, I cannot make other people happy. So
you saying if you're miserable, everybody's going to be miserable. Is that what you're saying?
Everybody's going to know that I am miserable. Yes, everybody's going to know.
God.
So,
Aaron, thank you for that. What you said, I love that, because if we have a shit show of a day,
I am.
If we have a shit show of the day, we can't just come home and kick the dog and beat the women and the kids, because then everything will be up in arms. But according to women, if they're not happy, everybody else is going to feel the wrath. This is
no.
crazy.
See, you didn't even understand what I said. I said I make it my business to make myself happy, and I know other people can't make me happy. So therefore, they're going to sense if I'm happy or I'm not happy. That's not making other people unhappy. It's other people can sense if I'm not. So
yes, it is
myself.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If anybody cares about you and they know you are unhappy, then by virtue of that, they are unhappy. They cannot be happy in your presence caring about you and you unhappy.
Okay, I understand that.
Not a man, anyway.
So what I'm saying is this. I've never walked around this planet unhappy. I've never walked around this planet unhappy to the point where someone would be concerned about me. I've never walked around the planet like that. I've always been a person that lives inside their head, and I try to make myself do all the things I can be self-sufficient on myself without bringing another person into it to do my own thing.
What percentage?
Why do you wake up happy? Why do you wake up the way you are? Why are you always positive?
What percentage of wives would you suggest do that?
I would say if you could possibly do it, then every person should be able to do it.
Not what I see. That does see. There you go. This is how the conversation. That's not the question.
Right.
Not what's possibly and should. I said, what percentage of wives do you think actually practice what you just spoke of?
Oh no, this is not. It's not a lot. It's not a high percentage. It's
rare, right? Okay.
I mean, I every day I wake up and I say, this is a beautiful day. We're gonna make it a beautiful day. We're gonna exude that every day.
Right.
So people around me don't sense that. People, when Fee died, people were like, well, why are you the way that you are? How do you? Because I looked at it like God gave me 30 years with this person. I am blessed to have gotten those 30 years. I cannot be sad. I got 30 years and people only get one. Some people don't get any.
So you're the minority.
I cannot be unhappy. I have to be happy that this person is somewhere else more happy than he was on earth. I gotta be happy.
You are in the minority, and after that, after admitting that, you want men to go cry to their women. This is crazy.
No. I don't want a man to go cry to his woman. No, that's not what I'm saying.
We're saying we don't want him to, and you oppose that.
Don't automatically assume that she will reject it. You make the determination with the kind of what. Like if my husband came to me and he cried, there would be no way that I would reject him.
You already identified yourself as an anomalous being, so this is inconsequential.
So, but there's women on there, I get it. Women on the planet that don't know how to navigate that kind of thing, right? They don't know how to navigate a man's women, though. But most people are uncomfortable with emotions. So I'm assuming it's a part of that. You're uncomfortable when a woman cries, right? You're uncomfortable when a woman does X, Y, and Z, right?
Am I uncomfortable when a woman cries or when my wife cries?
Were your wife or a woman?
My wife, I'm galvanized.
Right.
Something has to change. Something I am. You want to talk about activated?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When another woman cries,
mm-hmm.
Who knows? Who cares? It could be anything.
Right. Right.
Yes, I'm not interested in researching what it is because I have a wife and a daughter.
Yes. Right. I got better shit to do than worry about some random
There you
woman
go.
and why she could be crying.
That
but I'm saying it makes you kind of shy away. And a
no,
lot
it makes me walk away.
what makes you walk away. But I'm saying there's a lot of people, even if they're close to people, they are uncomfortable with their emotions,
Yeah,
with those kind of things. So maybe
exactly why when you said you are happy and when you're not happy, people know you're not happy. That's the impact that makes people's day miserable, people that are close to you. Exactly.
but it's like very rarely am I unhappy. I mean,
Okay.
No,
very rare.
so this is
Right. I mean, because I feel like it's a choice.
around miserable
It's a
every
choice
day.
to it's a choice to
No,
be
listen.
that way.
Men are walking around miserable every day, and you'll never know it. They will
And when
Yeah.
you
live.
said that, that activated that empathy that I have, that sympathy that I
People,
have when I said,
people,
why would it be miserable? Why would you be in that existence? Right. And
because that a lot of things that is our existence. You are walking around. It's a beautiful day, and
I pretty much am most of the time. It's a beautiful day. People are here today. Every man I
good.
walk by today, I said, have a good one. Have a good day. Every man, I consciously did it. Whether
I,
he was
I say
white,
that to every man I walk by too, and I also scan his waist for a bulge.
what?
See what I
Yes,
mean?
thank you, Aaron. Thank
See
you,
what I
Aaron.
mean?
What?
You know what my wife said to me one day? She said one of the greatest luxuries in life is that I get to walk around when I'm with you and not have to worry about a thing. She's like, I know you, and she's like, I've observed you do it. I can hear it in conversation, and she's like, I know it's something I can't turn off. You scan the surroundings like the fucking Terminator. We're walking through the garage. I done pinpointed doors. I know who's left-handed in this motherfucker. I'm looking at automobiles. I can tell that car wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I'm picking up details, and she is completely oblivious to these details and feels completely safe.
Right.
And my head's on a swivel. Do you know I sleep so light? I go to sleep, and you ain't sneaking up on me,
It's like,
right?
I get
But
it.
that's the existence that men have to
Aaron,
live.
Right. Right.
Aaron, when I said it, they didn't believe it when I said it.
I know.
When
I
I
know.
said that
But
we walk into a room and we assess the threat of every individual in that room,
You know.
every
You know.
person.
You know. My wife's only worry when we walk into restaurants. She has one worry: which one of these seats do I need to not sit in? She can scan a room and tell the angle that I'm going to need. She already knows where to
Right.
sit. She's like, I know he's going to want that seat and she
Mhm.
knows what table. She knows where we need to be and
Mhm.
where she needs to sit. So I have the drop on the world and she's not in the way.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
it goes down, I don't have to get around her to get to it. That's the only thing she's concerned about. And you know what? She's robotic with it. I don't even notice it. We go in places and sit right down, and my shit's all. It's like the Terminator. You should see. I got crosshairs in my eyes. You know what I mean? I'm scanning distances and shit. Yeah.
So my question is, how do you live like that? How does it just be a war
So
zone all the time?
so
And you know what? And y'all
so
can't even
men,
perceive it. You're not even aware of it. Ain't that the funny thing?
right? So men are the apex predator on the
Right.
planet. Men have been conquering and killing everything since the beginning of time. HQ. It is just ingrained in us. The problem is with this younger generation, or
Mhm.
not my sons, right?
Mhm.
But other people's sons,
Right.
when they have no focus. I'm gonna tell you something. I went and seen one of my
Hey, I got to.
Oh, you just
oh,
disappeared.
Aaron dropped off. Um, I went to see one of my sons graduate in the military academy a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after the ceremony, he came, he ran up to me, picked me up, gave me a big hug and kiss, on the cheek. And all of the men were looking at me. He was like, I did all of this, Dad, because everything you taught me and you pushed me through, right?
Right.
So all of the men with daughters, they all flocked around me and was like, is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? Like they all wanted my son to date their daughters because they said, this is a nice, young, respectable man that is actually growing into something.
Right.
They seen it because we as men see these things. And that's what, unfortunately, that I was trying to tell Tierney. I don't need to meet her husband to already know what kind of person he is just because of the type of person that she is. You talk a lot of shit, HQ, but you know what type of man I am, just like I know what type of woman you are. I know that you highly fucking sensitive. I know you're going to pout. You're gonna shut down if I say shut the fuck up. I know what type of woman you are because I got women like you.
Right.
You see what I mean? I dealt with women like you. So and once again, we have seen this because of time. And
Right.
young men, we can look at boys and we can tell what they are.
Right. Right. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Give me your final words, sir. Give me your final words. I gotta go eat. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna cook.
It's time for HQ to eat. Everybody hit the like button going out the
I
door.
might go in there and eat some of that. I might go in there and eat some of the rest of that soup.
Yeah, go eat some of your tortellini soup.
But see, the problem was it was too spicy. It was like spicy, and I can't eat spicy food without.
So you can add some more garlic, or you can make a roux and put in there to cut down spiciness.
Yeah, but every person I gave it to loved it. Was like, oh, that's fire. The whole thing. Every person I gave it to was like,
you use hot link instead of sausage. Huh?
I used Italian sausage spicy.
Yeah, well, that's what I say. Don't use that.
I should have used just regular. I should have just used regular.
That regular Italian sausage. That regular Italian sausage is
I was
perfect.
just trying to get them flavors to come out, but them flavors came out. It was like person putting hot sauce on food, just a tad. But it's too much for me. But everybody else was like, oh hell yeah, that stuff was good. Whoa. So I was like, I can't eat it. So I know that's probably not what I'm gonna eat. Probably gonna eat a bologna sandwich or something like that. But either way it goes. Thank you, Black America, for coming up. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hold on, my last word. If you are unemployed or underemployed, become a truck driver. Schools are anywhere from 4 weeks to, depending on what kind of classes you go to. It's only a $4,000 course. You'll be making that every month. You'll be making that money back. Don't worry about it. If you are unemployed or underemployed, I'm talking mostly to men because women don't a lot of times stay in this field. And
you said how much can they make? You said how much can they make per month?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: Walmart drivers start out at $72,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that $4,000 that you put down for the school, you'll be making that back. It's not like you're gonna have to be worried about making that money back, and you never have to.
Here's my question.
Okay, go ahead.
When you do the truck, when you're talking about truck drive, are you talking about over the road, or are we talking about like local, or what? What are you talking about?
So this is what happens. Some companies require that you go over the road for the seasons, like the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, and then after. But I want to say, after you get 6 months worth of driving in, you can write your own ticket, which means you can go to any company, and every time you go to a different company, you're gonna get a raise. So the more experience you have, the more money you're gonna garner. You're gonna make more money. You heard me?
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
for the men in the audience. Okay. So that's for the men in the
yeah.
audience.
So and you'll never have to look for a job again. They will always look for you.
Do you have to
So that's
have?
all.
Do you have to? Can you have a felony?
Yes, I am a yes, I am a felon.
Okay. I'm just checking for. Can
No,
you have a felony
no.
to do all that? Okay.
The only thing is DUIs. Your license has to be straight. So no DUIs.
Okay.
If you are a drunk or a druggie, you smoking weed and shit like that and doing drugs, you cannot do this. The government does do like random urinalysis tests, so they will call you up one day and say, "Hey, be down here in an hour to take a drug test." So if you are a drinker or a drugger, DUIs and stuff like that, this is not for you. But if you are a person who is unemployed or underemployed, you making $2,000 or $3,000 a month, go get your CDL and start driving so you can take care of yourself and your family.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Black America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Mr. Walker, $10 super sticker. Thank you, sir. And then Mr. Walker, $2. Salute to Black America. I thank you all for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll probably have a marriage show tomorrow, or the married letters tomorrow. We'll do that. No smoking weed. I didn't know you could. Okay. The whole thing is that you could have a felony and drive trucks. You just can't be smoking weed and X, Y, and Z. Okay. So that's a good thing to know because I didn't know any of that. But that's a good thing. Those are tips that we need to know. 2, shit. I had something else to say, but I didn't know. Anyway, I had something else to say. I'll put it on, maybe something on the community wall. I'm not sure. But thank you all for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a question. Somebody can tell me. Who is SBG? That's what I meant to ask. SBG. Who is that? Can you spell a name out? Can somebody spell them out? Yeah, SBG. Spell a name out. Sounds like you got a lot of drama going on over there. I was just curious who that was. SBC or BCG? Nobody know the name. What the hell is the name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, a weird name. Who is that? Are you a content creator? Oh. Okay. Okay. Cause sometimes y'all know y'all like messy shit. So is he a messy person? That's the thing. Is he a messy person? Is he one of the messy content creators? I mean, oh, okay. Okay. Ain't never heard of it. Ain't never heard of him. One of the black content creators. Okay. IBGS Ib Moore. Wow, that's wild. Bye, guys. Pink Tie Triple 3 a.m. Project Leroy. We will see you again. Great advice, Black America. Thank you very much. Thank you, Teraney, for showing up. Thank you, ma'am. We will see you all tomorrow, probably. Who knows? We're going to come up with something. We'll come up with something. We just don't know what.